The show where we play games about games, video games.
Oh, God.
Games of the video sort. I am Kenny, joined today by the evil Jared and Lupus Thunder to my Jimmy Pop, also known as Tim.
Hi-oh.
And Ryan. And that was our trombone Leetist theme intro.
Thanks,
Thank you so much, coordinator, for contributing that.
For that.
Enforcing that in all of our listeners' ears. You are the man.
Do you know my reference?
No, what was it again?
Oh, you know Jimmy Pop.
Jimmy Pop?
Yeah.
Are you doing like Bloodhound Gang?
Yeah, Bloodhound Gang.
Okay, there we go. Because I was singing Bloodhound Gang earlier.
Yeah, you were Evil Jared and Lupus Thunder. Those are two other members. There's also a guy named Daddy Longlegs who was only on, I think, the first album.
Oh,
so, yeah.
okay. Were they all in the Bad Touch music video?
I think so. Those three were, yeah.
Okay.
The ones that I said.
Okay, all right, okay. Today I learned.
I have no idea.
You know the band, though, don't you?
Sure.
Bloodhound Gang?
Bloodhound
The
Gang?
roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the mother...
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
No, Bad Touch. You and me, baby. Ain't nothing but mammals. Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
I know two of their songs.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
One Fierce Beer Coaster is an incredible album. Like, every song on that album is good.
Is that the Bad Touch? What album
that
is that?
That one's good, too. Hooray for Boobies.
That's the one I know. I only know Hooray for Boobies. Maybe I should listen to more of their stuff.
You should listen to One Fierce Beer Coaster.
Well, there it is. Hey, you and I are going to a show this week.
Yeah, we're going to see the Toadies and Reverend Horton Heat.
That's right.
And, right before the show, I'm going to Clerks 3 screening with Kevin Smith.
That's right.
So
Ryan, are you going to that?
Yeah, I forgot that I'm going to that. Yes, I'm going to that. Thank you for the reminder.
So I have a jam-packed day on Tuesday.
Yeah.
My brother will be in town for that, and yeah.
I want to put this on the record because I want it to actually happen. When I was today before the recording, I was just playing my guitar, and then Kenny came in and immediately jumped on the drums and started playing guitar log. And I realized Ryan plays guitar. I play the bass. Kenny plays the drums. We should make a Leetist band. Or at least a song. We should write a song.
Look, we'll just make a song. We'll call it Games About Games. And then, you know.
We're just
that
now
sounds kind of
realizing...
emo.
Games About Games.
That's not emo.
It's funny that we're just now realizing that we all
lead
play
singer?
separate instruments.
Do you want to be lead singer?
Yeah, sure, I can sing.
Yeah, Kenny can sing. Yeah,
There you go.
Kenny's a
Drummers
dope
don't
singer.
sing.
Drummer's got a hug.
Talk to Dave Grohl, man. He doesn't know how to sing.
I'll tell that to Levon Helm of the band, who's an amazing singer. Here on the Leetist, we play
I got a
games
joke. You
about
guys
video games.
gotta hear a joke?
Yeah, sure.
What has 9 arms and sucks?
9 arms.
Def Leppard.
Yeah, because one guy doesn't have an arm. One guy doesn't have an arm.
I get it. I get jokes.
man.
TheLeetist.com is the jumping off point for everything we do here at the Leetist Podcast, where we play games about games. You can go to Leetist.com, check out the Patreon, check out the Discord. Is open to everyone.
That's right. And if you like the show, do us a solid and tell every single person you ever meet that this is the greatest podcast you've ever heard, period. In fact, you can pause the show right now and go to the review section of whatever platform you're listening on and drop us a quick rating and review. I'm listening to you. Look, I'm talking to you, Spotify listeners.
Yeah.
Here's the reason why. And I'm just going to go on a tangent here for a second. Apparently, Spotify doesn't show your star rating and review until you've got at least 10 reviews. So if we've got 10, I mean, then people actually literally be able to see the stars.
We're in it.
So go on there and review it, but only give us 5 stars. If you do that, it could really help us get seen by more folks. Also, tell your friends and followers they can go to theleetist.com/new-listeners where they'll find some fun clips from the show to give them a taste of what we do here. Plus, it includes a recommended jumping off episode for folks to start their Leetist journey.
Yeah.
I think we've been asking people to leave a rating and a review probably since at least episode 10 of this show. Has anyone done it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know Isaac has.
It's funny because
I think Ross has
we
too.
We could easily just write a rating or review for ourselves, but we want to do it the honest way.
We haven't done it ourselves. No, we haven't.
Just create a bunch of Proton Mail accounts and set up Spotify accounts.
Oh my God, you're the greatest podcast ever.
Today on the show, Will from Frenchpet is joining us. SuperWill64.com is all his stuff up there, and he's joined us to play some games.
Heck yeah.
We have already recorded it, but it's going to be sandwiched in between our show here, so we're going to.
That's an important thing to say because sometimes we have, we set up our shows so that we record at a specific time when we usually record our entire show.
Yeah.
So when we have remote guest ons, especially, we generally go right into their segment. They can start things off. So sometimes when we're doing things like the news game, for example, that happens before the interview, we'll make references to things that happened during the interview. And we're working on it. Sincerely, I promise.
Oh, it's a real time traveler's dilemma here.
But anyway, speaking of the news game, would you guys like to play the news game? So that's a yes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, I'm going to flip a coin here. Kenny, you're going to call it in the air. You ready, buddy?
Yep.
Here we go.
Tails.
It is heads. Ryan, you're going first.
Whoa. Don't you have a nifty script that you can read off this shit?
Oh, fuck.
Come on, man.
Every episode, we like to take a brief look back at the gaming news of the week and give our 2 cents. But of course, on this show, simply reading the headlines ain't lead enough. We got to make a game out of it. I'm going to read off some quick fire fill in the blank gaming news questions for my lucky contestants, and they'll have 30 seconds to answer them. We don't do deep dives into the articles, so if you want to know more about it, go fucking Google it.
You incorporated
There you
it.
go.
I just made that up off the top of my head. Did it sound good?
Yeah, it did.
All right, there we go.
I like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
concur.
go fucking Google it.
Okay. Ryan, you're up first. You ready, buddy?
Yeah, let's
Here we
do it.
go. Among the hullabaloo surrounding games capping at 30 FPS, God of War came out and announced you'll be able to play it blank.
144 hertz.
120 FPS in-dev game footage for blank was released this week, and some fans are angry that it seems they may have stolen ideas from indie game Paralives.
Oh, no clue.
Sims 5. Thanks to the incredibly popular anime, Cyberpunk saw 4 straight weeks with blank active players.
0?
1 million. Sony done goofed when they went to Twitter and posted a screenshot of part of the cover of blank, causing social media to fly into a frenzy.
Bloodborne?
That is correct.
Hey.
You got one.
Is 144 hertz 120 FPS?
Hertz and
No.
FPS are different things.
They're different, yeah.
The story I saw was said 140 hertz.
I'm not
So
denying.
144 hertz monitor would be capable of doing 144 FPS is the answer to that. But yeah, there's a whole conversation about frame rates going on right now, and the whole Gotham Knights and Plague Tale only running at 30, which...
Plague Tale doesn't seem like people have been caring about too much. That it's running at 30.
Yeah, it doesn't affect me personally, but I am outraged on behalf of console gamers.
Sure. Yeah. I can understand that.
Wait, oh yes. So it's not 30 FPS on PC.
No.
Can I tell you a short story? I wanted to show Kathy that there was an argument going on right now online about the difference between 30 and 60 FPS.
Sure.
And so I brought up a YouTube video to display to Kathy the difference between 30 and 60 FPS. And she's what the fuck is the difference?
Now, I totally understand that there are people who cannot tell it. I right now do not see much of a difference between 60 and 120. There's something to be said for being blissfully ignorant about 60 FPS, which I don't think is a bad thing, because back when I was playing games in 30, most of the time I did not care. And I was fine not caring.
Yeah.
Now I can totally tell the difference, and I totally care, because when I'm playing a game and it's not hitting a steady 60, I immediately know, and it immediately bothers me.
Really?
So
Okay.
yeah, which
Wait.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to not, be ignorant of that, and it's lighter on your wallet even.
Do you
probably
think
because
that
of
like
PC
it's
gaming.
mostly impacting first-person shooter games though? Like, isn't that like?
I feel
what
like
the
racing games would probably have a
racing
big
and
thing.
first-person, like anything where there's like a lot of like zoom for that.
But
I,
FPS makes a lot of sense too, yeah.
I mean, 30 FPS for like a hack and slash game. I don't think that's a problem, right?
For me, it is, but I'm a snob about it now. So, but I just say give them the option. It cannot be that hard to give them the option in Plague Tale and Gotham Knights to go a lower resolution and have higher frame
I have
rate.
no idea. I have no idea how hard it is, or like,
I don't know.
because it's possible that if we do this, it actually fucking breaks our game.
Well, it's a fucking
knows?
PC inside of those console boxes, so it's as simple as lowering the resolution.
Yeah,
or the
that's true.
I mean, that's how quickly you can do it on
Yeah.
PC. It can't be that tough.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. Yeah.
I once tried to play Skyrim at 120 or
I once fired it on the set of Blue Lagoon.
I was 120 FPS.
Oh, I
on
did that, and the
Skyrim.
cart like flew
And
all over
at the
place.
beginning of the game,
Oh,
that
yeah.
cart just goes flying into the moon.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going? Oh, the game can't keep up with
No,
this.
Skyrim can't handle over
Yeah.
60.
Sims 5. So I guess there was some dev footage that came out. It looks pretty cool, but apparently like they've straight up lifted some developments from an indie game called Paralives, which sounds to me a little bit like, the City Skylines answer to SimCity kind of thing. Like this is kind of
I mean,
that kind of tandem.
Is Paralives just taking The Sims and doing more with it?
I mean, they
So
you know
is
took a basic
is this
concept
just
of it.
a hat wearing a hat? Like,
I mean, yeah, it seems like it, but I think Paralives in particular is a different perspective. Like you're literally like in a house basically, rather than looking down on it as like God kind of thing. I think you're more
you're
the
more
character, like a
it's
third person.
You're actually controlling the person.
Yeah, it's more like third person. You're doing all the controlling still in the same way. I think the building is still top down like it is, but when you're actually like playing the game and like interacting and stuff, you're moving around with the character through
Have they
there.
gotten The Sims to the point where you can actually just like first person perspective be controlling your sim?
I don't know, but I'm sure there's mods for it. Like, I'm almost positive
man,
there's
you
mods for it.
imagine like it's like, I'm going to be able to do whatever.
I'm waiting for the, like the inevitable, Sim City builder where you can literally Sims out every house in it that you choose kind of thing. And I'm waiting for somebody to like customize their entire city.
I want the Sim City, and then you drop your Sims in there, and then you get to play.
I mean, you can imagine like with all the developments they've done with Sim City or like City Skylines, especially kind of thing, all the different types of buildings and everything. What if, I mean, how huge can games get eventually so that if you wanted to manage, like micromanage an entire city, you could do it.
Yeah.
Is Sims 5 out?
No.
Okay.
That was just in dev footage. That's all.
Yeah, Sims 5
it's definitely got a ways to go.
A little bit of ways.
That's my sister's game. It's like the one game she plays. She got a gaming laptop for The Sims. It's a Sims
That's
laptop.
beautiful.
yeah.
Cyberpunk, of course, is still incredibly popular. 1 million players daily.
Oh, not 0. Okay.
Daily.
Yeah.
So good for them, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad they figured their shit out.
I'm very about successful companies.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is the Bloodborne thing is unnews, so I just wanted to
It's not-
throw it in
So,
there in the news game so Ryan could get a point.
What was
They posted a thing that was a game we do
but
where they
like-
zoom in and they say, what game is this with a zoomed in image?
but was that even that wasn't a thing, was it? Like
It was someone trying to have fun with a game like we do.
okay, cool.
Yeah. And someone thought it was a
They
hint.
just happened to hot button it, which was a silly
Hot
decision.
button it.
Hot button issue.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
everyone wants Bloodborne, a patch or a remaster.
Yeah.
or
People have been
sequel.
begging for that shit.
Oh,
So like
wow.
it was the wrong thing to tease. You know what I mean? Anyways, Kenny, you want to play the news game?
I am prepared.
Here we go.
Go.
New information came out regarding the Bayonetta voice actor scandal. Turns out Helena Taylor may have been initially offered blank, but was trying to push for more.
4,000.
15,000. During the Silent Hill transmission made this week, we learned of a new game in the series and a remake and film adaptation of Blank.
Silent Hill 2.
Correct. Less than a year after their relaunch, Blank shut down, citing low viewership and unachieved sustainable financial results.
G4 TV.
That is correct. NetherRealm announced the new Mortal Kombat mobile game. Interestingly enough, this one will be of the Blank genre.
Real-time strategy.
RPG.
Oh.
Kenny,
I like that.
you got 2 over Ryan's 1. You won the
you did
news game.
I have a feeling I'm gonna follow suit for the rest of this podcast in this fashion.
Am I crazy? I thought Ryan got 2.
No, I got one.
Yeah, we got one.
No, I could not figure out.
I won't argue it.
I will recommend, actually, my listeners out there, go ahead and our listeners out there, to go listen to the latest episode of Gamers Week. They did a really great conversation about this Bayonetta shit that's going on. And I mean, apparently that's where it's at right now, is that she was actually offered 15,000.
Yep, so
wanted
to
more.
retract what we were saying previously in the last episode, we were like, well, it was wrong. She was offered only $4,000. That's why she decided not to do that. And, we find out a Bloomberg article is posted that she was actually offered $4,000 a session.
Right.
And there was supposed to be 4 to 5 sessions. On top of that, there was, I think, like a few other things. And you find out also that she requested a 6-figure payout and residuals for the game.
My God.
Bayonetta is not a large selling game.
Right.
You do not deserve a 6-figure salary for your voice in that.
Yeah, I think Jason Schreier
that's
posted.
ridiculous.
Would you have given it to the Red Dead guys? The guy who voiced Arthur Morgan,
Oh.
would you give him 6 figures for that game?
No.
Not for their first appearance in the game, probably.
No.
Because they weren't in the other. I mean, Arthur Morgan wasn't in.
What about, what's his name?
Marston?
Nah, well, yeah, sure, Marston.
I don't think they
I
get
have
paid that much.
the reason I'm asking this. I'm not saying like, oh, gotcha moment or anything like that.
Yeah.
I literally don't know anything about voice actors.
I don't think voice actors are, I mean, I think they're still part of the same acting guild as any other actor.
Yeah.
And I think that there is a range that voice actors need to be paid within for fair pay. And then obviously more prominent voice actors are going to get a higher wage. I don't know, and I could look this up and maybe be completely wrong. I don't think a single voice actor is making over $100,000.
Okay,
because you're not recording, like you're recording maybe a few days worth of dialogue.
Sure,
right?
but you're recording a few days worth of dialogue for a game that's expected to sell like That's why I'm asking about Red Dead. I'm not asking Bayonetta.
What I'm saying is like essentially
there's got to be like this understanding that Rockstar is going to make millions and millions and millions of dollars on this game. So
they should.
To give the voice actor this opportunity to do this kind of thing, like they should be giving him a pretty penny.
I would be really interested to see what like a John Marston returning in Red Dead 2 gets versus like a Troy Baker doing Joel in The Last of Us 2, and what that looks like, and the fact that what Troy Baker gets usually just because he's out there doing so many different things.
Here's the beautiful thing about voice acting, though, in terms of companies using it, you're easily replaced. There are millions of people that can mimic voices that are done in video games. You can easily be replaced.
I'm saying too, also that'll be an interesting thing as well, like what they've done recently with James Earl Jones for future iterations of Vader.
Darth Vader,
they're literally just going to do AI generated voice for it,
which
kind of thing.
Is wild.
Like what
that is wild.
I mean, man, I imagine like voice actors will literally be able to like lease out their voice to be allowed in things, which is
does your voice become an NFT at that point? And then
it's too deep. My head's gonna blow up. No, I can't do this. Silent Hill 2. What'd you think?
I'll play it. Silent Hill 2 is the only one that I really.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah,
it's the only one
my
that they
memories
really
of
played.
Silent Hill 2 are being in a spooky town. I remember going into a school and being creeped out, and that's kind of like my memories are just from back when that game came out. And I played the hell out of them at the time, but it'll probably be a trip playing a remake, just like it was for RE2, like kind of nostalgia. And
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 was the one that everyone really loved. I feel like it's the same thing with Resident Evil 2. I think that was the one that a lot of people clamored towards.
Silent Hill's an anomaly to me, dude. I totally don't get it because my friend Stacy. No, I've never played any of the Silent Hill games. My friend Stacy, who is not a gamer, she has not played pretty much any game. Happens to have played and loves Silent Hill 2. It's just this like random anomaly that exists in the gamer space that people love Silent Hill 2.
Apparently it's a really, I mean, I've never played it, but it's supposed to be a good story.
I should try it out.
Well, I will be. I will be doing it with the remake.
It was around the time where there were not a lot of good narrative games that were decently voice acted that felt like a cinematic experience. At that time, it stood out a lot.
I do find it funny, though, that that whole like stream that they did, or what do they call it? It was transmission. They called it the Silent Hill transmission for the whole thing. Yeah. And the whole catalyst of doing this is because they wanted to do another Silent Hill movie. And so they're like, well, we're going to do Silent Hill 2. And they're like, don't we want to do more games about this? And they're like, I guess we'll do Silent Hill 2 remake. Did anyone watch that Silent Hill movie that came out? And I think it was like 2000.
I didn't. No.
I forgot it even happened.
Yeah, exactly. Was anyone clamoring for this?
Clamoring.
Sequel?
It's a strong word for sure. Yeah.
Was anyone clamoring for a sequel to that movie?
I think people were clamoring for just more Silent Hill stuff.
Right, but I don't think Konami understood the message.
I love that you call it Konami and you do it literally every time.
It's Konami.
It's Konami.
Konami.
You're right.
Yep.
Sounds like a ninja
I want to get back to the G4 thing.
Let me hear you say it.
Konami.
That's not right.
Konami.
Konami.
Oh, man, type it into a voice thing and you'll get Konami.
Konami, I will.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't there be a U then?
Konami.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, what?
Say it again.
Konami.
Konami.
He's saying
Konami.
ko,
He's
and-
saying ko.
and
You're saying ku because you
Konami.
say things like a weirdo.
Hold on, say it again. Do one more time.
Konami.
Oh, wait, fuck.
Yeah. There's
I concede.
Konami.
God damn it, Ryan.
I've been saying it wrong. God, I gotta stop using that quote.
NetherRealm announced their new Mortal Kombat title. I got a question for you guys, and this is just, the answer is probably obvious, but when it comes to a game announcement, when you see the word mobile, do your eyes just glaze?
Yeah.
And you go,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
it, I don't want that game.
I think my brain fried when you said it when you were asking the question.
What about you, Kenny?
I don't really care.
Pretty much. I mean,
we are those types. I think.
Diablo Immortal was good. I enjoyed it.
It was the good.
Still say
That's what I heard too.
it was a positive experience as a game, not as all the stuff surrounding it.
How far
and
did you
loot
get
boxes
in
and stuff.
Immortal?
Pretty
Yeah,
far.
about $4,000.
Probably to the point where I needed to pay to proceed, which I didn't. So
You hit the paywall and you went, all right, no.
pretty much.
All right, so I asked this question with Love Retro BTW and Cafe BTW's Discord. I was in there because he posted the article when G4 said that they were going to cancel. Okay.
When are they
And
officially
so I asked
canceled?
him, I said, what do you think would have saved it? Like what
Yeah.
What should G4 have offered in retrospect?
Yeah.
That would have set them apart and made it a sustainable, channel. So I want to ask you guys the same thing. What sort of things would a video game network, television network, for example, what would they need to include in order to be original and to create content that you can't just get on YouTube? What do they have to do?
Yeah, it's all about branding. They need to have outsourced or done stuff that was G4 specific outside of their television department that would reach out to other people and be able to get them involved with their shows, because there was no community outreach.
Okay.
So they seem to have boarded themselves into the studio and gone, all right, we're just going to talk about video games and we're going to bring back a few of the originals, but we're going to do exactly what every YouTuber, every streamer, everyone does. And there's nothing original about it. And we're going to pay more money for doing it because we're going to be doing it on a television network.
Sure. Yeah.
And if they had, I know some creators out there in the gaming space do crossover sometimes, but if they had stuff like a game show, for example, or not even a game show, but just even conversations or stuff about particular specials about a game or stuff that's coming out, and had crossover where they grab someone from Kind of Funny and Easy Allies and other things, and had people come on and do stuff together that, is promoting their stuff and G4, and you know what I mean?
They didn't know. It's like they didn't know where they wanted it, because they had all random shows. They had a show where they played a D&D game together. Yeah. That was nothing to do with video games. It was just D&D in a weird arena set.
And he had a cool idea for it. He said more reality-based shows. Like, for example, a guy or girl who travels to retro shops around the world and does retro shopping kind of thing.
Or like a Pawn Stars for video game
I will say that there are YouTube personalities that do that already. There are great YouTube personalities.
So how does any television show compete with a YouTube channel?
It's just, you have to embrace that there is a possibility that streaming is going to be more prevalent than television.
No.
Because, Jesus Christ, it's 2022. How have people not figured this out yet?
Yeah, no,
to launch a new channel on television in 2022, or I guess it came out in 2021.
Try to be cutting edge kind of thing.
There's no fucking way that you can be viable.
You know what I mean?
It's not viable.
Yeah.
Why? Why would anyone want it? There was no incentive for that. Any person to really want to tune into that other than nostalgia, and they were really hitting it hard with nostalgia.
Sure.
And unfortunately, as much as we want to believe it, nostalgia does not bring back things. Blockbuster, I don't think, is ever coming back. We are very nostalgic about it, but it's not coming back.
Anybody who wants Blockbuster to come back is fucking stupid. Dara said it. Hot take.
Yeah. Was that all the news?
Yeah, that was my last bit of news. Is that anybody that wants Blockbuster to come back is fucking stupid. That's it. We did it, guys.
That is the news game, and I am the winner. Fuck you all.
Jesus.
Got to take a second here because it's time to give a huge shout out to our incredible patrons. Darth Stridius, Aptly Dub, Cy Wrote This, Ross Varner, Zach, huge thanks. Huge thanks to you for your contributions, both financial and your guests on our show. Yeah. You're the man. Retro Game Brews, Spoof Shot, McCoordinator, Kyle Halvey, Lemons, Andrew Morris, Brandon Walls, Andy, a.k.a. Hobby Time 168, Isaac at Economechanic, and the man, the myth, Emo-esque. We massively appreciate your support of the show. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. You are truly Leet. Patrons of the Leetist can get access to all kinds of goodies from us, including show shout-outs, bonus episodes, experimental content, game transcripts, and whatever else we can think of. Your funds help us with upkeep, equipment upgrades, prizes and merch, bar tabs, and more. For additional info about becoming a patron of the show, check out patreon.com/theleetist.
For just $1, you can get the show earlier than everyone else on Monday nights when I get done editing it. And for just $3, you can get 30 extra minutes of the Leetist every week as we do bonus content for patrons. So come on over to Leetist Patreon, and thank you all to Thank you to all our supporters.
And to all good night supporters.
All for one and one for all.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's a great show. I think Trendy Gamer is a really funny segment. I love that. I would listen to a podcast that was
snap.
just that.
The Google Trends one?
Are you talking about the Google Trends game?
Yeah.
You know what's
It's especially good because it frustrates Ryan to no end. That's the best part of
I
that
fucking
entire
hate that game.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, because it would be
It's
like
it's entertaining to watch.
Name a Mortal Kombat character and it'd be like fucking Scorpion. All right, Scorpion. What do you think Scorpion's trending? I'm like, oh, fucking like 45. It's like, oh, it's 100.
That's 100% because somebody just got bit by a
Someone
scorpion.
got bit by a scorpion. Has nothing to do with Scorpion the character.
I'm just going to say that we're going to go right into this and say that Will from Frenchpet is here.
Sounds good.
And we're all here around the table as well.
Oh,
And
snap. You're saying that. Hold on, start that over.
What I'm saying is I'm going to include everything that we just said, and now we're already in the podcast, is what I'm telling you.
Oh, God, it's getting a little meta.
Holy crap, we're in a podcast.
If you want to give an accurate intro, you could say Will from superwill64.com. That's where all my that's where you could get the Frenchpet podcast. It's Frenchpet talks about nothing while playing video games. That's the one.
Perfect.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw it out.
Oh, no, we're going to have you repeat that several times during the show so you can shout out your stuff
You're going to
throughout
have
the whole
lots
thing.
of times to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we're all about that
plug. Should I you want to just do that again?
No, I think this is meta and delicious.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
So what you been up to today, Will? What you've been doing on this lovely day until now?
Oh, did we start? Is this for realsies?
Sure,
Yeah,
why not?
why not?
We've been
nice.
rolling for the past 20 minutes here.
We're all professionals here.
Really?
No.
Where am I? I just got zonked in here.
Yeah.
This week, all I've been doing is I've been playing a shitload of Mindustry. I'm not sure if you ever played this game.
I have played Mindustry. Holy shit.
Man, it's really got me by the balls.
describe
I
it to
can't
me.
stop playing it. It's like a RTS tower defense, but like resource management. And you know when you see these videos of people, they're like, "Oh, I made a Commodore 64 in Minecraft." It's like one of those like kind of logic. Gate
It's got some
kinda things.
Factorio type feels to it, like some production type stuff.
So, but it's another one of those games where it's like you build whatever the fuck you want, right? Yeah.
It basically,
Yeah,
and
that's
at
Or you
first-
die.
And then you
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good game. Good
No,
game.
that's a dope game, and it's also cheap. I definitely recommend that along with Will
How-
here.
is
'cause
that like an older game or did that have recently come
2019.
out? 2019. Yeah. Right on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a GitHub, like you know how like nerds will like program stuff for free, like on like open source stuff. It's like one of those things. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So you go to GitHub and you could download it. But I bought it on Steam because I'm stupid. I was like, oh, I could either buy it for $15 or get it for free. I might as well buy it.
Yeah.
It's the same game. Don't make that mistake. But,
Goes along with the trend of Tim always buying stuff before he realizes it's on Game Pass.
It's on Game Pass. Yeah, no, I've done that several times. I've gotten so many
but
refunds.
You know those games go off Game Pass, to be fair. So, I mean...
I'm going to fucking play them again, dude.
You're never going to play those
Yeah,
games. Yeah, no, that's right.
Well,
that is true.
you gotta get You gotta get those hentai simulators while you can.
My friend gives
Visual
me those
novels.
all the time. Every Christmas, I get like a hentai game from Dark Helmet.
Dark
so,
Helmet, who was on the show. Mick,
Yeah.
episode 13, I think,
Oh my
was,
God,
if
I didn't know
if
that.
I
Good
remember
Lord.
correctly.
Yeah, I think he gifted all of us a fucking hentai game.
He did.
It's like,
I still
what
haven't
is
received my
going
copy of Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015, but I hope to get it soon.
Dark
It's a good one.
Well, we are going to be talking to Will about everything he's got going on at superwill64.com and Frenchpet and all that good stuff after we play a game, of course, because we play games about games on the Leetist podcast. Will, how is your trivia muscles? Are you prepared?
I've been taking steroids for my trivia muscles.
that's perfect.
Huge now. Yeah. And what's that thing that Mark McGuire used to take? The
Steroids.
Steroids.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
Steroids.
Yeah.
So basically, you've injected yourself with steroids, which have made you bulky, not doing anything for trivia.
It's 100% pure Mark McGuire sweat.
It didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm glad you guys are all pumped up because I'm going to ask the question of you. Are you smarter than Elite Gamer? On a weekly basis, we strive to prove our superior gaming intellect. One of us will try to outsmart the rest with our own unique brand of gaming trivia. This week, it's me, Kenny, who shall present the categories and questions, and my co-host and our lovely guest here will bravely attempt to match wits. Here are the categories for today, gentlemen.
Well done. Well read.
Yeah, read that
I
script.
wonder when we're going to get over that.
Oh man, I love every time because we're doing scripts now with this shit. So like every time someone reads the script, it cracks me up because it's so scripted.
Oh my God.
One time I'll go right into the categories. Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. First category. Hideo Originals.
Hentai?
No, Hideo Originals.
Hentai originals. Gotcha.
In Hideo Originals, I'm going to give you, like from the wiki, a description of a Metal Gear Solid boss, and you're going to tell me whether it's real or I made it up.
Oh, my God.
There you go.
All right.
Second one.
You should probably write these down, by the way.
Yeah, possibly if you want to remember them. Second one. MK Wow. And that's wow with an exclamation point. MK Wow. I have a list of things here. You're going to tell me whether it's a Mortal Kombat stage or a WoW dungeon.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Another 50-50. I think all of these are almost 50.
Could it be both? Is
no,
there
it cannot
any
be both.
overlapping one?
There is no
There's
overlap.
bound to be an overlapping dungeon. And
Category 3 is called Doomed History. This is a multiple choice category. Tim did Doomed Technology last week. Doomed History
right.
this week is literally just multiple choice Doom trivia.
Really?
Yes, it is.
This is good. I like this. I
will it
appreciate
play
this.
on a Snickers bar?
And we're doing a special thing today after we're done with those 3 categories.
Is it a lightning round?
There's a bonus round of a game, and ironically, it's called the Trendy Game.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it is. So after we do those 3 categories, we're going to play the Trendy Game at the end for some bonus points.
Oh, cool. I
that's
love
awesome.
that game.
Yeah, which we just talked about before the show, which is funny because I actually had prepared that for today.
Oh,
That's pretty much
keeping
incredible.
it a surprise.
This is serendipitous, Will.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. I don't know what that word means.
Oh, wait.
I'm just a simple Canadian.
Isn't that in Tombstone? This is serendipitous. It means lucky. He said, oh, yeah, I know what it means. It's a super cringy part of their love scene.
We are going to flip not a coin. Where do we have a die? To see
Oh,
who
yeah, I
goes
do
first.
have a... Oh, yeah, we have a die.
Oh, now we got to
For the
roll
3
a
of us?
die.
3 of us, yeah.
All right, so I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Multiples of 3. Whatever.
It's a D12, so there you go.
Oh snap! It's Will. We'll go first.
Okay, Will, would you like Hideo Originals, MK Wow, or Doomed History?
Oof. Let's go with Hideo.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a description of a boss from Metal Gear Solid series. You're going to tell me whether I made it up or not. Here we go. This villain was a veteran of countless wars. At some point in his life, he was infected with a species of a parasite, greatly increasing his lifespan and giving him several abilities that made him a natural sniper. He went on to gain the reputation of world's greatest sniper, earning the nickname Father of Sniping. He is said to never require a spotter, aside from his pet parrot.
Oh, I think that's true, right?
That is
the end?
That is the end.
Ooh,
that is
the end.
That's probably the easiest it's going to get.
That
here.
is the only one I'll know.
You
So
can,
it kind of works out.
But you can.
I don't even know why I picked that category. I like Metal Gear, but I was like, I don't remember anything about it. You play it once, and,
But you could defeat the end
by
just
fast forwarding the clock. Yeah.
literally forwarding the clock on your console
And he
because he'll
dies of old
die of
age.
old age.
Yeah.
Well, I think the original was just to turn the console off and not turn it on for 2 weeks or something like that.
Well, that is the point of that's how they designed it. But then people figured they'd get around that by just messing with the clock.
Yeah, changing the clock time and just
See,
goes,
I'd have been the kind of
I'm old."
dumbass that turned off my PlayStation and put it in my closet so I can come back to it.
Yeah.
Tim, what do you want?
I would like Doomed History.
Doomed History. Here we go. Some Doom trivia for you. Number 1, which is not the color of a key in the original Doom. Red, green, blue, yellow.
Green.
Green is correct, Tim. Because it would probably confuse you with health items, I would imagine.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Ryan.
MK Wow.
MK WoW is a press your luck category, which
No.
is Mortal Kombat stage or WoW dungeon.
All right.
You can get up to 3. I'm going to give you the names of these. You can tell me,
Okay.
is it a WoW dungeon, a Mortal Kombat stage? You can elect to keep going if you get it right, or you can bank your point, keep it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Well of Eternity.
I'm going to say that's WoW.
That is WoW. Would you
Well
like to
done.
press your luck?
No.
All right. Ryan's going to bank his point as we go back to
I don't trust things.
Will, Hideo Originals, MK WoW, or Doomed History.
I'll go with MK Wow.
All right.
And I must say that Well of Eternity, these are like all metal band names.
Fuck yeah.
Well of Eternity.
Oh, this one, I don't know. This might be a band name.
Doomed History sounds like a pretty good band.
Doomed
name,
History,
honestly.
too. Yeah.
That's actually great.
All right, Will, is this an MK stage or a WoW dungeon? Wind World.
Oh, I don't know. Wow.
No, that is
I think I actually know which
Mortal
stage
Kombat
that is.
4, MK4.
Oh, wait. Was that 4?
It
I
was,
thought. Okay,
indeedy.
then. No, I didn't know which one it was.
Well, now I want to try that category.
All right.
Oh, no.
Sarna Ruins.
Sarna? S-A-R-N-A?
Correct.
You're a WoW, man.
Boy, I have no idea. Oh, I was a WoW man
You're
until
a
like
WoW
2009.
man.
Sarna Ruins. Let's go with Mortal Kombat.
Correct. Mortal Kombat,
Amazing.
Deadly Alliance. Would you like to press your luck?
I'll press my luck.
The Slave Pens.
That is definitely WoW because I ran that fucker.
That's 2
Hundreds
points for
of
you.
times. That's
like-
TBC, right?
I didn't write it down.
I think it is.
Would you like to press your luck?
No.
All right,
I'm
2
going to be
points
strategic.
for Tim. Playing
Yeah,
smart
boy.
here. We go back to Ryan.
Deo.
All right.
Just for fun, because I'm not going to know any of these.
Hideo.
This villain was obsessed with the concept of fear, especially the ones generated on the battlefield. Because of his obsession, he also underwent extensive surgeries to have double joints, a forked tongue, and apparently gold reptilian eyes. In battle, he armed himself with 2 crossbows, the William Tell and the smaller Little Joe.
That is not a boss.
That is not a boss.
Yes, it totally is.
Amazing.
That is the fear from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Are you
That's
serious?
straight from the wiki.
That's amazing.
Oh, I have no idea, man.
Yeah, no, that's incredible.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's
it.
the game.
It proves that Kojima makes up bosses like I do when I've been drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember the fear. I just didn't remember he had 2 crossbows and then William Tell and Little Joe. Oh, man. All right, Will.
Let's go Doom. I read Masters of Doom, but I only read half of it. So if you talk about Doom trivia from the other half, I'm screwed.
Here we go. Multiple choice. The name Doom actually came from, believe it or not, a named pool cue in a movie.
Yeah.
The aforementioned pool cue was held by which actor in which 1986 movie? Matthew Broderick in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Tom Cruise in The Color of Money, Corey Feldman in Stand By Me, Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet.
Corey Feldman.
Color of Money.
Color of Money, Tom Cruise is correct. You knew that right away.
Well done.
I didn't know that until I read that last night.
I already forgot it.
Tim.
That's how much I didn't know it. Let's go with no. Let's do MK WoW again because I feel like I'm pretty good at this
Okay.
so far.
The Lost Hive of the Kitten. Kytinn. Kytinn. Lost Hive of the Kytinn.
KYTTINN.
Kytinn.
Wow.
That's Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
11.
wow. There's actually a B character in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah.
thinking of the Jesus Christ, the last the level 60 area from the original. With like Encourage and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about WoW?
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah,
Oh, I
no,
thought
it's
you were
great.
talking Mortal Kombat. Let's wow.
MK
Do
WoW?
the wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Living Forest.
That's MK.
Absolutely. That is Mortal Kombat 2.
Amazing.
Would you like to press your luck?
Silithus is the name of the zone. I was looking
Let's
for.
go. Yeah.
Maw of Souls.
Man, that
That
could be
sounds Mortal
tricky.
Kombat-y.
It does sound Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat.
It's WoW.
Oh, you idiot.
There's no way there's not a Mob Souls in MK.
Usually if the word
There's
Maw
no
is in it,
way.
it's in WoW. Yeah. So, Will, MK WoW, Hideo Originals, or Doomed History?
I feel like I was doing good with Doom, but let's just screw it up. Let's go with MK WoW again. I like
right.
gambling. I like feeling lucky. I never played WoW before because I knew that was going to be like crack cocaine. So
Yeah, do
there
it.
you go.
No, for sure.
All right. The Dead Mines.
I'll say WoW.
That is WoW. Would you like to
Amazing.
press your luck or keep your point?
I love to press my luck.
All right. Pyramid of Argus.
I'll say WoW.
That's
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat.
Oh, no.
11, right?
Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Or is it Armageddon?
That's correct. Tim.
I will do whatever it takes.
I will do whatever it takes.
Hideo Originals.
All right. This villain was from one of the most elite from a group of underground operatives until a leak from within compromised their position during an operation to take out an infamous KGB lieutenant colonel. He was captured, tortured, and left for dead after being burned alive. With his body recovered, experimental nanomachines were used to save his life, and in the process gave him superhuman healing abilities with the unexpected side effects of fits of rage and confusion, which at times the veins under his disfigured skin emit a bright purple glow.
It sounds real. I'll say it's a Hideo thing.
I made that up.
Wow, good job.
Dear God.
Damn, dude. You put a lot of effort into that.
Why don't you write for Metal Gear,
I
man?
hope that was worth it.
All right. So far we've had in Hideo Originals 2 reals and a fake. Ryan, what do you want?
I'm going to go MK Wow because I need to make up some points.
Alrighty, we are on Sunken Temple.
Sunken Temple. I'm going to go with Wow.
Sunken Temple is wow. That's correct, Ryan.
Keep going.
Chamber of Artifacts.
I'm going to go Wow again.
That is Mortal Kombat Deception.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
Indeed. It was a deception.
Oh, sure.
You have been deceived, my friend.
I guess I have.
Will, Hideo Originals, MK Wow, or Doomed History?
I'm going to go with Doomed History.
All right, here we go. The idea for Doom was originally to make a licensed game based on what movie? Rambo, Monster Squad, Aliens, or Evil Dead?
Aliens, but Monster Squad is the funny thing.
Aliens, that is correct.
Amazing.
Well done.
All right. Score update. Will has 3, Tim has 3, and Ryan has 1 as we go over to Tim.
MK Wow.
Okay, wow.
Stop stealing these. I need them.
Wailing Caverns.
That's wow.
That's wow. Would you like to press your luck?
Amazing.
The Shattered Halls.
Wow.
That's wow. Would you like to press your luck?
Amazing.
The Nexus.
Yep. Wow.
You got 3 points. There
Amazing.
you go. Wow, man.
Well, do I need to
Exactly.
even play the game
I thought it would throw
anymore?
you off by putting 3 wows in a row, but you
No, I knew all
guess
those.
you know your wow. Ryan.
MK Wow.
All right.
I told you people I used to play this fucking game.
Lava Shrine.
Mortal Kombat.
That's correct.
You
Lava
did 3 wows
Amazing.
in a row. It has to be
Lava
Mortal
Shrine is MK Deadly Alliance. Would you like to press your luck?
Yes.
Star Bridge.
Mario.
Yeah, exactly.
Star Bridge. I'm going to say Wow.
It's Mortal Kombat 3.
Oh, no.
What's Star Bridge in Mortal Kombat 3?
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'm
The
gonna
one
look
that
it
takes you all the secret levels in Mario.
Will, what category would you like?
I'm going to go with Doom again.
Going on with the Doom. You're doing good in it. Here we go. Which of these band names were not used as a name of a Doom level? Skid Row, Nirvana, House of Pain, The Living End.
What a fucking great question. Can I just throw that out there?
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I heard
Okay,
Skid
yep.
Row, Nirvana, all that, but
Which of these band names were not used as a name of a Doom level, a level in Doom? Skid Row, Nirvana, House of Pain, The Living End.
because all of the levels are E1, M1, right? I never, you know what? I'll say Skid Row.
That's correct.
Well done. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
Yes.
That was a
You've
good. No,
gone
that
wild.
was a good hypothesis there. I like that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't even know that Nirvana, House of Pain, and The Living End are all like areas or levels. I guess
Now
I
you got
shouldn't
me
have said
thinking about
levels, but-
Sebastian.
So I
Bach.
got confused on Starbridge. I looked it up. It's only in the N64 version,
Oh, wow.
which no one fucking played.
Star Bridge. That's hilarious.
I believe
It's only
that.
on Nintendo.
That's a very Nintendo thing.
Tim,
Yeah.
what category would you like?
MK Wow.
All right.
I'm going for the win.
That's
where was
okay.
I?
I'm going up for blood
I've
at this
lost this
point.
game horribly.
There's 4 more in MKWow. Here you go. House of Picara. P-E-K.
Picard?
P-E-K-A-R-A. House of Picara.
Let's go with Mortal Kombat.
Correct. Deadly Alliance. Would you like to press
Amazing.
your luck?
Yeah, I'll press it.
Gates of the Setting Suns.
Of the Setting Suns. Mortal Kombat.
That's wow.
Oh, damn it.
Tim, thought you knew your wow. Wow. You didn't.
I wonder
Ryan.
if that's from Mist of
Oh, that's
Pandora.
Pandoria.
That has to be Mist of Pandora or not
Pandaria?
Pandora. Not Pandora.
Paneras?
Paneras.
Mist of Paneras?
I think it's Pandaria.
Okay.
No,
fair.
it's Panera. Anyway,
Ryan.
let's doom it up.
Doom. This is the last one in the Doom trivia. Which Doom game featured the first appearance of the Super Shotgun? Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 2016.
2016.
It was Doom 2.
I would not know that anyway. So
Doom is off the board. Will, you got to pick from Hideo Originals or MK Wow.
Can I just say I brought up a picture of Sebastian Bach after you talk about Skid Row because I wanted to see what he looked like in 2022.
Oh, God.
Boy,
time has not been kind.
he just looks great. Let me tell you, he looks like a rock star
Yeah.
from the 80s in 2022.
I believe
Like
it.
if you could imagine that in your mind, that's exactly what he looks like.
Will, Hideo Originals or MK Wow?
Let's go with Hideo.
Hideo. This villain was a talented young soldier in the 1917 Russian Civil War where, while saving a fellow soldier, he lost his legs and sight from a hand grenade explosion. The lone survivor of the attack, he claims during the 4 days he survived alone, he made an uncanny connection with a group of snow owls who guided him to shelter. After rescued, he was elected to undergo an experimental procedure replacing his legs with advanced military technology that included wheels and a band of treads like that of a tank.
Oh, that's true.
It's totally made up by me.
What? Wasn't the tank guy in the first one?
I mean, there was a guy in a tank, but there wasn't a guy who got his legs replaced by tank treads.
Oh, Kenny, well done, buddy. This is your indeed. I like it.
One more in Hideo Originals and a couple more in MK WoW until after that we'll go on to the trendy
I'll
game.
finish off the MK WoW.
All right.
If I can.
Here we go.
Do it.
2 more in this one. Mogushan Palace.
Oh, man, that's gotta be
Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
Wow, really?
That is.
Wow.
All right.
Specifically picked it because it looks like a Mortal Kombat.
MK
game.
Wow.
Last one. Tarkatan Camp.
Mortal Kombat.
That's right. Camp is spelled with a K, and that's a point for you.
Yeah, well done, Ryan.
All right, we're going back.
Wait, I want to press my luck.
This is going to be the very last.
Give me more questions.
Hideo Original for Will before we go on to the trendy game. So, Will, here you go. This villain comes from a small Scandinavian village where when she was a child, a crazed cult launched an overnight attack, executing the villagers one by one. However, instead of executing the girl, they forced her to participate in the torture of her family and friends. They also forced her to act as if she enjoyed it all by making her laugh. Fearing for her own life, she obeyed her captors and massacred her entire family in feigned excited laughter throughout the event.
Jesus Christ.
That is true. That is Laughing Octopus from Metal Gear Solid 4, and another point for you. Laughing Octopus.
Wow.
Everyone's favorite octopus.
No, Mortal Kombat.
We
are going to go on to Ryan's favorite game in the leaderboard.
Holy shit,
Everything
man.
Hideo Kojima does is just a fever dream.
Yep. It's fun. The trendy game
Yep,
time.
it's fun.
We're going to start with Tim.
Yeah.
Actually, the way I'm going to do the trendy game this time is I'm going to get, for each one of these, I'm going to get an answer from all of you, but I'm going to have you rotate who starts.
Who's what? How does this game work?
Whoever gets the highest gets the point.
Highest what?
Trending.
What's the rules?
I'm going to give you a category.
Read the damn script, Kenny.
I'm going to give you a category. Each of you are going to give me a name. If I said something like Super Nintendo games, Tim's going to tell me Super Nintendo game, Ryan's going to tell me one, and Will's going to tell me one. Whichever one of those is trending highest on Google Trends is going to get the point for that round.
Okay.
Google Trends is a device we can use. Google Trends measures what's trending search terms on Google at this moment in time. You can look all through the timeline from back to the previous months, but right now we are only concerned about this moment in time at the present, this day, October 23rd, 2022. Which one is trending the highest? When I ask you, Tim, Nintendo, regular Nintendo
NES. Titles.
Games.
Nintendo Entertainment System titles.
Yep.
Trending today.
Mario. Super Mario.
The name of the game is Super Mario Brothers. Would you like me to put that?
Oh, that's a great question. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what's the original one? Mario Bros.
He just said it.
That's Nintendo. Regular. No, there's the one the PvP one.
It's just
that's Mario Brothers.
Let's do Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers is trending at
$1 billion.
57.
Okay.
Because this
57.
world makes no sense.
Respectable. Ryan.
Okay. Regular Nintendo
God,
title.
you're already bitching and you haven't even lost one yet.
Oh, I will lose. Because I'll say something that's legitimately should be trending and it won't trend.
Go ahead.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. That
Was
is an
on
NES title.
Yep.
Good for you.
Good for you, man.
33%.
69.
Oh,
Very
my
nice.
God.
Will, give me a Nintendo title.
Are you going to append Nintendo game, or can I just like? You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Addams Family, hoping because like the Netflix thing and it's Halloween. But if you put the Addams Family Nintendo game, I don't.
No. I'm not putting that. I'm
So
just
this
putting
is
in the
a way
title.
Let's put the Addams Family.
This is a
For
way
the
to
Addams
beat the
Family.
game.
Let me make sure I'm spelling Adams right. 2 Ds. Okay, got it. Here we go.
AD Dams.
Adams Family at this moment is trending at my lucky number, 36. Ryan takes this round.
Amazing.
What is happening?
You're getting points?
Getting the
Don't
catch up
get
here
it.
as we move on
Did
to...
you put in an apostrophe?
No, I did not. I spelled it absolutely correctly. Here we go, Ryan. So I will tell you that back when I made the trendy game for the first time, I gave the example of Mortal Kombat characters, but we never did it.
Oh.
So we're going to do Mortal Kombat characters. Ryan, you go first.
Scorpion.
Scorpion. I wonder who's interested in scorpions.
Maybe people like
these days.
scorpions. I don't know.
Scorpion, the word is trending at 74. That's a good pull there, my friend. Will, can you think of anything, a name from Mortal Kombat, trending higher than a 74?
Oof. It's winter somewhere, so I'll say Sub-Zero, I guess.
Okay. I like that.
Should I put a hyphen in it?
I don't know. I have no clue how Sub-Zero is spelled.
I'll say no.
Okay, Sub-Zero. That works for me. Trying to beat a 74, Sub-Zero 64. Wow, that's close. Oh, my God. Tim.
It's like ECW.
Where's the slobber knocker?
This came.
Oh my God, he cut him in half.
Oh my God, mankind is dead. His children are orphaned.
How about smoke?
Smoke. That's
good.
No,
That's actually
that's
good.
good.
That's
Because
nice.
I think there's wildfires right now. Come on.
Smoke. Oh, my God in heaven. This has never happened in the trendy game.
What?
A tie. 74 to 74.
Oh, wow.
So you and Ryan are going to have to duke it out.
Oh, Ryan, what do you think, baby?
You're going to have to give me different,
Do you want another
different
Mortal Kombat?
characters.
Okay,
Yep. You
different
and
character.
Tim, showdown.
What you thinking, baby?
Reptile.
Ooh.
I was just thinking that.
Reptile is at a 77.
Oh, my God.
Reptile.
Tim, one more chance.
Jade?
Okay.
That's good. That's good. I
Fuck
like
you.
it.
Don't patronize me.
Actually, no.
Jade is at a 72, and Ryan takes this one in the trendy
Amazing.
game.
I mean, the idea is you want to say something that's correct, but also is something else that
Yeah,
people will be
yeah.
searching
that is the
for.
idea, Ryan. You're very smart as we move on to Will.
Thank you.
Oh, look at the guy that's like getting the game and even winning tiebreakers.
Will's
Actually,
going to
wait.
this
What
one.
are these points adding to our smarter?
That is correct.
Okay,
This is the
I'm
same
still
game.
not going to win. It doesn't matter.
Will, any video game console peripheral.
Paraphial.
This is going to be lame, but PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
PSVR. Would it be? Is
Sure.
PSVR or PlayStation VR? Which one would you rather have?
That's a good question.
PSVR.
PSVR.
Yeah, I think
that's
PSVR is
smart.
probably a better.
PSVR is trending at a 25.
Oh, gross. Really?
Out of 2 at the
but
end.
you never know. It could be the highest
At a-
one.
at a-
Tim.
Advantage.
What is that?
The NES Advantage. The arcade controller that they had that I did a Gamers Week trivia thing about that we talked about
He's
like
right.
a month or two
It's-
ago.
I see what we were doing. I get it. I get it.
Advantage.
I forgot that this is part of the game.
This is how you game the game, guys. 100! 100 in the trendy game. Ryan, would you like to come up with something that's 100 as well?
Power glove.
No joke, Will. I was thinking that, but I was like,
How about Rob?
yeah.
Oh,
just
that's good.
Put Rob.
Rob,
R-O-B.
yeah.
ROB.
You're welcome.
Even though they're it's an abbreviation, but whatever.
Rob is 90.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
still
There's no
decent,
way we
yeah.
were beating
Amazing.
100 on that. Yeah.
Good job, Tim. Wow. Don't see a lot of hundreds on this game, but we move over to you to give the first answer now, which is a character in the Mario universe that isn't Mario. We've done this in Family Feud. We have not done it in the trendy game.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought we did this one, but yeah, you're right.
That's a great question. Let's go with the Mario universe, the whole Mario universe.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got-
bomb. No, I'm kidding. Let's go with
Don't do it.
what? Toad?
Okay.
Toad.
I'm gaming the game. I'm not.
No, I got one that games it more.
Oh, okay.
Toad is trending at 79. Respectable number,
pretty good.
Ryan.
Peach.
Peach.
I don't know, dude. It's late fall.
They
Peach
come-
is trending at 51.
They come in a can. They were put there by a man.
Will.
In a factory
Who says?
downtown.
Presidents.
I learned that from the president himself.
Go type in what he looks like now.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, wait, what's his name?
Chris Ballou.
Bleh?
Chris
Ballou.
Ballou.
Yeah, that's his name.
Baloo?
I was a huge President's fan. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we all were back in the 90s. That was a big one.
How could you not be?
Those songs are pretty catchy.
Yeah. I saw him jump up on stage with Weird Al not too long ago on like a YouTube video.
Really? That's a perfect pairing right
Weird
there.
Al does like a spot-on perfect cover of Peaches. He doesn't make it a parody. He just covers it.
And President of the United States of America, nowadays when they do the song Lump, instead of...
They do Gump?
The last line.
The
is
last
Gump.
line, they always say, and that's all I have to say about that. That's what they do now, thanks to Weird Al's parody. They do. That
I
every
do
last
like that as an ending to the song.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Since my memory is great, Will, you got to beat a 79 on a Mario character that isn't in the Mario universe.
Our items.
Did I say that wrong?
Sorry?
I think a bomb is an item technically, but you can use it as a character.
Because in the lore, not to get like Simpsons comic book guy on here or whatever, but
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah, dude.
I only remember this because the Chris Pratt stuff that happened last week. In the instruction manual, in the first one, it says that people were turned into blocks, and the special item blocks are like, I don't know. Does that count? Can I say star? That's what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
I don't care enough to
Who
debate
cares? Yoshi. I'm rolling on this one. All on black. Here we go.
Yoshi?
I don't know. Say Paulina,
Yeah.
dude. I bet people are just like horny.
Yoshi
for her.
is trending at 88.
What
You
the
get
fuck?
The point.
Amazing.
Yoshi wins it for you. Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Drinks on me.
Can't believe you won that legitimately.
All right. And we're going to move on to Ryan for
I
the
guess
first answer.
We can't rely.
This is going to be the last round of the trendy game. Last round of Are You Smarter Than Elite Gamer? Ryan, any game of the year since 2010. I don't care what outlet gave it game of the year. Literally any. Any game of the year.
I'm trying to remember game of the years. I'm assuming Skyrim won game of the year.
Absolutely.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Would you like to say Skyrim?
Yeah.
All right. Skyrim is trending at 54.
Okay.
Will.
That was bad.
It was.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Who is there like some supreme authority of games of the year? Are we
Not
talking,
really,
like,
because so
IGN?
many, that's why I clarified that. Like, I don't care what outlet gave it to it. Like, if you think of a popular game in the since 2010, it probably got Game of the Year from something. So,
Let's say Resident Evil. It's probably got one at some point.
since 2010, Resident Evil.
Yeah, there was the Resident Evil.
Would you like to say Resident Evil? I'll help you out a little. Would you like to say Resident Evil 4? Because I can't just write Resident Evil because that came out before 2010. But I could say 4.
You could do Resident Evil
4,
2 as well because they did a remake of that.
Oh, yeah. Let's go Resident Evil 4. Let's do it. All on black.
Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my own rules here. Resident Evil 4 also came out before
God damn it,
2010.
Kenny.
And the remake has not even come out yet, so it has not got Game
Resident
of the Year.
Evil 2 is a viable
2 is a viable answer. If you would like to
Okay,
go
let's
with
go.
Don't
Resident
do
Evil
3
2.
because people hated that one.
They re-released it on the Quest, and I'm sure since there's
Resident Evil 4
games on the Quest, it probably wouldn't.
Resident Evil 2 is trending at a 34.
Nice.
Ryan is in the lead so far. Tim.
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
Baby, it takes two.
I think you're trying to beat a 54? Here we go.
It probably is 100.
49. Ryan takes the last round.
Amazing.
Bullshit.
Coming in with a
Hey, how
respectable
is
score
Last
at
of
the
Us?
end.
I want to know. I was debating between the two of those, and I went for more common words.
Last of Us probably would have been a very good answer. Let's find out.
Because the HBO show.
Right. 48.
Oh, 48. No,
It's not too
it's
bad.
bullshit.
Here we go. I'm going to
Nothing.
tally up the scores
This
while you
game
guys
is
talk
bullshit.
amongst yourselves for a second.
Well,
I feel like we're all SEO like certified now.
Yes, man.
We go work for some cushy IT company.
I would love that.
Here's the scores at the end of Are You Smarter Than Elite Gamer? We have Ryan with 5 points. Woo! Will with 6 points. Woo! Tim with 7 points. Wow. He is smarter than Elite Gamer.
I am a genius.
That was a close run, though. 5, 6.
I was very fortunate to know WoW areas
Yeah, you
relatively
don't know
well.
stuff.
I used to be really into StarCraft back in the day, and I was like super into Diablo and Blizzard. And when WoW came out, I really wanted to play it, but
Yeah.
I knew I'd be so addicted to this.
That would be like the end
of it.
Yeah.
Will, have you ever done like an MMO? Do you play any or?
No, I've just been. I remember when Asheron's Call came out. Not to sound like a boomer or whatever, but
No, you're good, dude. Yeah, that's right.
I knew I would be super into them, and I just kind of was like,
That's kind of it's kind of like the I don't know what
Final Fantasy looks good
because EverQuest
I might play it.
EverQuest hooked me in. Like that was the first MMO I ever played, and I fucking love that game so much.
I can remember jumping into Ultima Online.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Why did I say Ultima Online? I don't know what online. I don't know, whatever.
It's still up too.
Wasn't it called Ultima
Still
Online?
up? Yeah, no, I was talking about how I'm putting the emphasis on a weird syllable. On that one.
Oh, online.
Ultima Online.
Online.
Yeah. It's not totally for me. It sounded like it felt like when I jumped into it that everybody around me knew what they were doing way better than I did, which is pretty usual for for MMOs.
Yep.
But in that one, you literally jump in having no idea. They have literally. When I started playing, there was an NPC, what I thought was an NPC that was there to like be a tutorial, kind of how this game works. No, it was just a player who likes to greet new players and teach them how to play the game.
Oh, that's nice. Cool. Wow.
Yeah. No, Ultima Online. Thank you. That's my joke.
It's kind of the same thing as I was telling you with the first time I started playing ESO, and the same thing. It's like totally overwhelming. But there was a guy that just sat out one of the trader posts and just like all he did was like he was like ringing a bell and like giving like a gear to low level players to help them start the game. And you'd have people donate stuff to him to give out for free.
I love that idea, but like, man, that's a lot of commitment on that person to be like, yeah, I'm going to take on that responsibility to do work in an MMO to like.
And he was there all the time.
Yeah, so. It's like, well.
Will, tell us about your shows, man. Tell us about what you're into.
Oh, good Lord. So I'm an kind of music guy. And at some point I wanted to do like Let's Plays, like on YouTube, like in around 2007 or 8 or something.
Sure.
And I was like, it's too hard to edit videos for like 4 views or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just kind of stopped. But then one day, I don't know, I was on the phone or something. I was describing myself playing a game. And I was like, it'd be really funny if I describe myself playing games as a podcast, like Let's Plays, but without the video. So if you're like being super descriptive about like what you're doing, I don't know. I thought it was funny. So that's sort of the premise of the podcast. Frenchpet talks about nothing while playing video games. But I have this whole network because I do music and stuff in a past life, and I got a music production podcast. And I please do not judge me when I say this. I was experimenting with TikTok, and that was doing really well on TikTok. Yeah, I know, right?
Been there,
it's
brother.
Funny if you got like the algorithm down, like you won't be seeing people dancing. You'll see like cool, like I don't know, arcade videos or like pinball videos and stuff like that. So I just put everything on superwill64.com. So I used to do like a lot of music stuff. I still do. I did like a song with Robbie Belgrade, the voice of Alucard from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yeah, for like a spooky soundtrack thing I did. I rebooted my Auction Fad brand, which was like breakcore, and I got Alec Empire, the lead singer from Atari Teenage Riot, on one of the albums. And I was doing like a lot of music stuff, but I kind of, I don't know, I started focusing more on kind of, I don't know, trying to be funny online or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm doing these days. Yeah.
That's awesome. I actually played in a band for like 16, 17 years around Northern Virginia and here in Nashville before that, also kind of past life, and then started doing this video game and podcast stuff afterwards. So kind of same background there.
Do you notice that's a trend with people? Do you find that a lot of musicians at some point here's my theory, okay? Cut me off if it's too crazy. This isn't the World Economic Forum or whatever. You know, this is like my theory on musicians or whatever. It's becoming increasingly easier to produce music and record, and it kind of takes the allure out of it. I don't know if you remember, well, you said like 17 years, like 15 years ago, you and your band would scrounge together $500, go to some dude's house or whatever, pay him, and then record your demo, and you were super fucking excited about it.
Absolutely.
But now it's like you could do it yourself, but because you can do it, it's like you don't do it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does kind of take. There was something awesome about like it almost felt like a little vacation. It was really exciting to go like spend a weekend doing.
Oh,
that
for
stuff.
sure.
And ours was a guy's shed in his backyard.
Yeah, Pat.
He was the one guy in Manassas, Virginia, that had a recording studio.
Dude,
and,
this place was dope. Let me tell you about this place real quick, okay? It was like there was two sides of Manassas. There was Manassas and Manassas Park, basically. Manassas Park was a little bit, sketchier. And there was this neighborhood that you would drive through, and me as a 16-year-old kid, I'm sure you had kind of like a similar experience with this. You drive through this like sketch ass neighborhood, and you'd end up at the front of this house, and it was just like, oh man, where the hell am I? Kind of thing. You knock on the door, and this guy in like a big old army coat that's like 6 foot something, and a trucker hat. He's like, yeah, come on, we'll walk you to the back, and I'll walk you around the side yard into a shed.
Yeah,
basically, a 15, 20 foot long shed or something like that. You go into this like ante room kind of thing that has just like all of his junk. His shed stuff and a tiny little window, and he opens up a second door, and it's literally like $1 million recording studio. It was amazing.
And he's like the coolest fucking guy
Oh,
ever.
God, he was so freaking cool. I did the same thing. I played in a band too, like back in the day. Not nearly as like much as Kenny did, kind of, but I had that similar experience. I'm still playing in a band. So
there you go.
Screw you guys. I'm doing it. I'm living it.
You're living the dream, man.
And it's such an awesome way to network and you make all these friends and stuff. And when you play a show, it's like the same thing. When it's your birthday and you go to a bar and everyone's like nice to you for once in your life. Or like when you're in a band and you play, it's like your birthday. You get off stage and everyone's like all super nice to you and buying.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, it's a cool experience. I don't know if it's because of age or what, but it's changed a little bit. I heard now you got to pay to play a show. I was like, what? I never had to do that, right? I'm not gonna pay some guy $500 to open for his band. If it's like, I don't know, the Rolling Stones, yeah, I'll do it. But if it's like, I don't know, some dude, I don't know. Anyways, but the one thing that got me interested in making music again is I downloaded some homebrew on the Nintendo DS. It's called Nitro Tracker. I'm not sure if you're familiar with like DOS tracking from like, when you download Whereas, it plays like weird like chiptune in the background. It's usually made with like Amiga trackers and stuff. So I've been making a lot of music on the DS using a DOS tracker, and it's cool. I've been really excited about that. I suggest if you guys have a look,
That's awesome. We challenged each other to make our own Mega Man songs a few weeks back. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, nice.
Can I ask like what kind of music you played, or what you played specifically,
I was a drummer in a punk band, and I'll shout out to Milton Brunswick. We're called the Dead Fucks. We opened for like DOA and like Alexis on Fire and stuff. We were a punk band. We started as an exploited cover band. This is like in the late 90s. And I was using Yamaha Club Customs. And then I kind of started doing electronic music, and I had like a little thing on MySpace where it was doing pretty good. It was a genre called breakcore. It's kind of like Aphex Twin meets like weird jungle. Anyways,
that's fucking dope.
The gear that I have now, I have an Axis Virus C, I have a Nordlead Rack 2X, I'm looking at a Akai 2000 sampler, just, some synths and stuff like that. I still noodle around with synths, but the dream of being the next Trent Reznor is long dead. This is more of a hobby than anything.
It's funny, all those years in the band, I was the drummer as well, and I was never interested in the technical stuff and learning like gear and recording and stuff like that. And like I was always, I just want to sit down and play. But then when we started doing this podcast stuff, I was kind of forced to actually learn sound and how to make this podcast sound good and stuff like that. And it's actually been pretty fun. So, yeah.
Well, you should join a band.
There you go.
The first Leetist band is coming at you, by the way. We're going to release a whole fucking album of stupid shit. So tell me something especially about Frenchpet. It's amazingly funny, for one. Like I've been listening to several episodes, just cracking up. Like you're hilarious. Do you plan any of this? It feels so stream of consciousness that I'm just like, I feel like I'm there with you for the ride, and I absolutely love it. So is any of this scripted out, or do you get like basic ideas of what you're going to do, or what?
To break kayfabe or whatever, it's like, I have been lately, I've been writing down, it's like, what is the most fucked up, crazy sounding thing I could say that's like cold reading, you know what I mean? And I'll have like a list, and I'll try to drop it in every now and then. Like I'll be watching, don't do this. Do not watch YouTube videos of people that like got rabies or like like crazy people.
Oh, no,
like
I won't.
cult leaders and stuff like that are reading this book. It's fucked. It's fucked. But I found like if you could kind of mimic the mannerisms and like say like kind of weird, crazy generalities or whatever, it sounds really fucking crazy to a person listening to it, but like in a funny way because you're playing, I don't know, Civilization 4 or like Mega Man or something. Like you're playing Mega Man and then you're saying like, oh, they're all watching me or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like a funny thing to say. And so I tried to kind of be like that. I'm a huge Norm Macdonald fan.
Oh, hell yeah. We all are.
You're at the right table.
Right. So I kind of try to mix in like the Norm Macdonald, like early Saturday Night Live things with some, I don't want like say problematic, but like, I don't
Crack
know. Like
whore.
there's a threat. There's a threshold of like, how can we like be funny? That's not like Netflix funny. You know what I mean? Like kind of grimy and grungy, but like, I don't know. You know what you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely.
So we're just trying to be disgusting and crazy sounding and try to bring back that element of like late 90s, like MTV, Much Music for the Canadians listening and just kind of make it, I don't know, like a grungy kind of, I don't know, 90s kind of aesthetic thing. I don't think young people would like listening to the show. I think this is more designed for like 30 and up, you know.
There's a lot of those out there.
I was going to say, this is a podcast, right? So, yeah.
You said Much Music? What is that?
I remember that.
In Canada, we had like our brand of MTV. In Quebec, I'm actually not French, believe it or not.
Okay.
I've been living in Quebec for 15 years.
Accent's
I
been
can't speak
throwing me
French.
off, man. I don't know.
Sorry, but
Very French.
But in Quebec, they had Music Plus because everything in Quebec has to be like their
Plus.
thing. But for the rest of Canada, they had Much Music, and so Much Music was basically like you had a VJ throwing to like, oh, up next is Ministry or here's Nirvana or whatever.
Okay.
And just like with MTV, you know, they were like, oh, no one likes music videos anymore. We're going to start showing the Kardashians or whatever. And that's fine if you're into that. But then it just kind of went away, you know?
Yes.
So Much Music was basically Canadian MTV.
Yeah, because I mean, like when MTV stopped becoming more MTV, we got VH1, and then VH1 stopped becoming VH1, and then we
got YouTube.
We got YouTube.
Much Music absolutely
kinda
made
what
its way
happened.
here. I remember Much Music.
Was that?
Yeah, it was on here for
I
sure.
don't recall that ever
Yeah.
being in the States.
The only
but
ever
okay.
think of with MTV now, I don't even think about music. I think of literally Beavis and Butthead. That's the first thing that comes to my head when it comes.
So do you know, like with the latest Beavis and Butthead, they've just adapted to the new style of MTV, and I think they just do like reality TV shows.
I got a problem
or
with that.
Like
I don't like that. I feel like they, even spoofing and even parodying the pop culture references, like makes me cringe a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. Okay, here's a random ass reference. Did you watch the Three Stooges movie that came out a couple years ago?
The one with oh my god,
Jim Carrey?
No, it had
No.
It had Kevin James, I think.
No, it wasn't Kevin James. It was Will Sasso played
Will
Curly.
Sasso, yeah, he played Curly. Yeah,
and then the dude from Will and Grace, not Will or Grace, the other one.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, he played Larry Fine.
He's the other one from.
And
Will
then
and
some
Grace.
dude I don't know played Mo.
Yeah,
and the movie was great.
Was it
amazing.
really?
It was so funny.
man.
If you like Three Stooges, it was incredible. But then they fucking shoehorned in some like Jersey Shore shit at some point in the movie, and it was super awkward and cringy as hell. And even though they were making fun of it kind of thing and trying to work that angle, I still hated it. Like I still
what are you doing?
Yeah, and like giving Snooki the two fingers in the eye poke.
I'm gonna give you the two eyes.
Man, it just makes me uncomfortable.
Do you remember when Beavis and Butthead for parents, it was like contraband? Like it was like you weren't allowed to. Beavis and Butthead was like the worst fucking thing a kid could watch, and it would like just melt their brain if they watch it. You remember, like we've gone so far. You know, that was 30 years ago. The shit that's on TV now, like murder simulators, like Call of Duty. I'm more afraid of a kid playing Call of Duty than watching Beavis and Butthead. Not sound like it.
Because I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine yesterday, actually, about this. So I was like, I think Beavis and Butthead honestly was a really good, like, That and like maybe like Dr. Katz and those kind of style shows were a catalyst for more adult cartoon shows.
Duckman.
And Duckman, yeah. Those all like started this trend of like, oh yeah, maybe we can do adult cartoon shows or whatever. And then you got, your spin-offs. You got your Darias. You got your like
na 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 na.
And you got you got your King of the Hills, obviously from Mike
I will
Judge
say
as
one
well.
thing about
like
Beavis and Butthead. I will say one thing. There's a lot of animal abuse in the old
Yeah,
Beavis and
yeah. Oh,
Butthead
yeah.
cartoon.
frogs.
I tried to watch it because I got all the seasons recently. I put them on my Plex and I've been like kind of going through. And Kathy said it and like watched a few. I was like, what the fuck? This is fucked up. I was like, yeah, I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, that's old
And everything was
90s.
like, if I was playing Adventure Island last night on the NES, and it was like, all you do is you just kill like snails. They aren't even moving. They aren't even attacking you. Like frogs that don't do anything. All you do is just murdering animals. Can I say one thing though? Like the thing about Beavis and Butthead, I was at a bar on Friday night, and they were playing a prong, snap your fingers, snap your neck. Do you remember that song?
I
Because
totally
the only
do.
way I remember that is because of the Beavis and Butthead episode where they're making fun of the video or whatever. And I just couldn't, I was just laughing and like, no, I couldn't, no one in the bar could relate to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my
But-
God, I have not thought of that song in so long. I forgot it
know.
existed. That's so funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You remember that song, Tim?
Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm looking at, I'm not actually watching the video of it as we speak.
Well, speaking of Adventure Island, which is my mom's favorite game of all time.
Hot sense.
Will, what are some of your favorite like games of the year forevers? Like your all-time favorite inspirational games that you go to? Say this is my jam.
Of all time?
Sure.
I'd have to say, well, the thing about getting older, it's really hard to not be like, my generation was the best generation.
Yeah.
Everything new sucks. But there is a thing with video games where tutorial levels are just destroying load times and tutorial levels. If I got 2 wishes from that genie, it would be get rid of the meet you people and get rid of tutorials and load times in video games, because they're all wretched. You'll play a new game and it's just destroyed by the load time, the installation, and the tutorials. So with that preface, I look at a game like the classics. You play Doom, and it's just like you type in doom.exe. You don't even have to do that anymore. And boom, you're in this fucking game shooting dudes, right? So I would say like Doom really holds up to this day. Mario 3. All the 80s NES collection, like the Ice Climbers, the Balloon Fights. Man, Balloon Fight is a really good game if you go back and play it. When you're a kid,
It is.
if all you had was Balloon Fight, you were like, oh
Yeah,
man,
man,
this
that's
sucks. I
solid.
want a Sega Genesis or something. But like going back in retrospect, these are solid game mechanics. You can't go wrong with Joust, Robotron, Frogger, like all those games. You could pick it up. When your girlfriend's getting ready, you guys are going to go out. You got 20 minutes to kill or whatever. You pick it up, you play it, boom.
Sure.
So really, that's kind of my thing. It started to kind of go downhill since then. I'm not hating on any of the new systems or whatever, but you get what I'm saying. right?
You're absolutely right. I do think tutorials are getting a lot more obnoxious.
Oh, dude, fucking tutorial. I won't play a game with a tutorial.
If you think, like, for a second, like, when you play the original Super Mario Brothers, what's the first thing that happens at level 1-1, right? Fucking Goomba comes right at you. It doesn't tell you what to do. Goomba's just running towards you. You hit a button. Oh, I can jump. Okay, I can figure this out.
Such a boomer mindset, though. Let him run into the Goomba. He'll learn.
But I mean, like, think about it. Like, why do you, like, think
Throw him in the
about
lake.
this.
He'll swim.
No. Now,
the Dark Souls
if they
mentality.
if they brought that game into this generation, it'd be like you start 1-1. It goes, here comes a Goomba. Goombas are bad, and you need to jump on them. Press A to jump. Press B and hold down to run. Like, why the fuck do you need to know all that shit? Like, you
There's
can figure
just
that
so
out.
much
Let
friction.
the person understand it. Let them like live that game, and then they'll understand better how the game flows. I'd rather not someone hand me a book. I'd rather be like, let me learn through
I think
experience.
there's examples of that, though. I think there's modern examples of games that embrace that get right into it and just start playing and have intuitive controls. You'll see it more often with indie games than AAA titles and stuff like that. But I'm thinking of a game like Journey, that like doesn't give you anything. You just get in,
You just drop in and you go.
And you just start
I'm
doing
not saying that that concept is like completely gone from all games, but it is harder and harder to find a game where if you don't just like literally start it up and goes, here's a billion things to teach you about how to play this game. It's like, I don't fucking care. It's a game. Who fucking cares? Like,
well, that's like an essential part of game design right now. If you really want to make a game with like complex with some complexity kind of thing, that takes some effort to learn and to figure out. If you can find a way to do that in like a natural way,
that's what Nintendo did with Mario
and Metroid, for example. Like they give you everything and don't tell you that, and then they take away everything, so you only have 3 buttons that work.
Exactly,
and then they introduce one at a time as you're going throughout the game.
And it's a smart way of doing it. I'm not saying no tutorials. I'm saying be smart with your tutorials. You don't need to write narrative descriptions of why A makes you jump.
Can I cite Final Fantasy 15 as being the most garbage shit ever? Because you have to play that tutorial for like a half an hour before you can even start the fucking game. I stopped trying to play that game twice and finally said, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then I finally went through it. And I still didn't like the game.
I'm actually kind of stuck on that too. I got the Steam Deck and they're like, oh yeah, play this game. And I'm like, it kind of chugs. And I really want to play it because everybody says it's good, but I keep kind of bouncing off of it.
Nope. Totally feel you. Totally agree.
I hope 16 learned some of those from those lessons.
Who, what? Oh, Final Fantasy 16.
Because it was cool as shit, yeah. I've said it before that's the mentality of Souls games, I think, and the non-hand-holding
they're
stuff.
so good.
That's why they're my favorite games. Because
Souls are, you're right. Like, Souls do not have a, like, you can... Like, because I think the tutorials are the little signs that are on the ground, right? And you could choose to read them or not. Like, you could literally just run right over them and be like, I don't fucking.
But even so, if you do read them, it's fucking,
it's like
12 sentences, if that. You know what I mean?
Cryptic.
And you got it from there.
Do this, and I'm like, yeah, that's the smart. I'll say Dark Souls does a smart way too. Like, I think they're really good with theirs.
Will, do you want to shout out where people can look at all your stuff wherever you want to find people on people? Want to find you. People want to find you.
Yes. If you'd like to find me, it's at superwill64.com. It's just like a link tree with all my stuff that I'm constantly updating. If you're more into the video game stuff, you just want to hear the podcasts, you could just go to Frenchpet.com. But superwill64 has all the litany of all the stuff that I do. So
there you go.
One thing I just wanted to say about the tutorial thing, I'll stop being an angry boomer. The worst thing is that the games that need tutorials don't have them. So you play like you ever see those paradox games, those like map quest kind of like things?
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, that looks like a cool game. Like, you're taking over the world. It's like Risk or whatever. And you try to play it. And there's you go on YouTube and there's like 7 seasons of tutorial videos you got to watch to play it. You know what I mean?
Tips and tricks. If a game requires tips and tricks, I mean, maybe outside of Dark Souls games kind of thing. If they require like tips and tricks videos in order to actually be successful and play the game and make it fun, nope. I'm good.
That kind of goes along so MOBAs are a good example of those kind of games where it's just like you're not going to get a tutorial that's going to teach you how to play the game right. You're going to have to look at tips and tricks and you're going to have to fucking experience it through playing it because otherwise you are not going to be able to like do decently. They have like AI driven tutorials that can help you, but when you're playing against a human, because MOBAs are always humans versus humans, like it's not going to work out. So you need those tips and trick videos.
Fair.
For sure. I think the Dark Souls stuff is just the extra YouTube is just to get deeper into the lore, which is optional, which is also always fun.
Yeah.
So.
Auxiliary information, we had it when we were kids. We had Nintendo Power, Electronic Gaming Monthly, Game Pro, Game Players, Diehard Game Fan, on and on and on. You do want to read about video games and you want something to kill time when you're pretending to work or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm complaining about. It's like, it's the forced, like, you have to do this for 5 hours before we actually let you play the game.
You're talking about like a snow level at the start of a stage or something like that? It takes you fucking 3 hours to get to the actual game.
Talking about Red Dead 2. It's a long intro.
Yeah. May be talking about that. That's a crappy ass intro for that
Will,
game.
are you prepared for another game?
Yes.
We're going to do it.
Let's do this thing. How about a game called Round Trip?
Oh, I'm gonna create the song like I usually do. Ready? Here we go.
Sure.
Round trip. Round trip. Round trip. Round trip.
Very nice.
And
Trip.
I'll turn that into a
That is
vocal
very
harmony.
Nashville of you, actually.
Yeah, that was amazing.
The final product's going to sound amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Round trip. I even wrote an intro for it. You guys ready?
Okay.
Take a linguistic journey with us around the world. We've taken the titles and subtitles of games and thrown them into a spreadsheet care of Isaac at Economechanic, that translates them into hundreds of languages, then translates them back into English. I'll read off some of the ridiculous translations, and my contestants, you three, will try to be the first to shout out the actual name of the game. Most points wins.
Okay.
All right?
So shout out.
Just shout it out. So as soon as you think you know it, or even if you don't think you know it yet, you just have an idea. Shout it out. Shout out all answers. I will accept all comers.
I'm going to turn up Will in our headphones so we can hear him shouting over us.
Let's do a test real quick. Will, shout something at me.
The theater is on fire. Everybody get out. Call me an ambulance. You're an ambulance.
That's illegal. All right, let's. Oh, that's incredible. Okay.
Do you have any questions, Will? Do you understand what he's saying, what we're doing?
I kind of zoned out, actually.
No, it's all good. So
I
basically,
have to
I'll give you
shout
an
out the
example.
answer.
Do you have an example?
Yeah.
no. Skip a tide.
So basically, these are game titles that have been put into a translator into a different language and then back to English again. So the
okay, I
result
gotcha.
is like
Hilarious.
Crazy.
Yeah, and all we've done, the spreadsheet we have is like hundreds of languages, so we get a bunch of results back. So I'll probably, the pattern's generally going to be the first like 2 or 3 are going to be either really out there or really obscure, and then they'll start to
tone in.
cohese
Yeah.
a bit. All right, so you guys ready to try the first one?
Yep.
Remember, this is shout it
do
out,
it.
so there's no turns. You just as soon as you have an idea,
Shout.
say it.
Yep.
Yeah. Round trip question number 1. Vacation machine. Liquidate. Queen. Tremor.
What the fuck?
Tremor.
Shake.
Scorn?
Earthquake. That's all you're getting.
Aftershock? I don't know.
Bioshock?
System shock?
No.
There must be a synonym for like earthquake. Earthbound?
No.
A synonym
Oh boy,
for
we're starting off with the gold one. This is great.
RuneScape.
If y'all give up, that's fine. I can.
I'm tapping. I don't know.
Earth. What is it?
Quake.
Quake. God damn it.
Good Lord.
Oh man.
That's fair.
Yeah. No.
That's a good one.
Where does Queen come into that?
Oh
Did you
no.
say Queen?
Some of this stuff. I mean, really, some of this stuff gets. The way I figure it, like kind of reading the spreadsheets and stuff, is that the language takes it and says, oh, maybe we don't have the right word for that kind of thing, but it's kind of similar to this word.
Similar to this word, so we're going to give you this
So
word.
we're going to give you this word instead.
So some of the early ones in the list he gives you sometimes are just crazy batshit off the wall weird translations. So.
Yeah, no. Generally the last 3 are probably the ones that are going to give you the best clues.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just I'm saying funny words. Ha 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 ha.
I like it. I dig it.
All right, let's go.
All right, question number 2. We're going to get some points on the board. It's going to be great. All right, let's see. Garage start. Beast interference. The art and industry of the star. Starper star.
Star
Star
Tropics.
Realms.
Old craft.
Minecraft.
Galaxy boat.
Galaxy Boat. Spiritfarer.
Fair.
Space Invaders.
Wind Waker.
The art and industry of the star. Old craft.
StarCraft.
There we go.
StarCraft.
You got it.
StarCraft.
That's
nice.
right. Will with the first
Amazing.
point on the board.
StarCraft.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting in the zone.
I've never played this game. I just realized I always make it.
StarCraft?
No, this game.
Oh, this game. Yeah, no, it's.
I'm always the one making it.
All right, I'm actually going to give you a hint on this one. This is a subtitle.
Okay.
Maybe I should give the system.
Yes, please.
What do you think?
Yes, please.
Okay. 3DS.
3DS.
Okay, 3DS.
Oh, great.
All right.
Interpretation. Worldwide.
Detective Pikachu.
The world relationship.
Oh.
Communication between land. Connection between the worlds.
Super Mario World 2.
Link between Earth.
Link between worlds.
Jinx.
Ryan got with the jinx.
Damn it.
Well done,
Amazing.
Ryan.
All right, so some other connotation of like why we do that. If you say the same thing at the same time, first person to say Jinx gets the point.
The jinx rule applies
The Jinx
in our
rule
games at all times.
applies.
Yeah.
It's old school. You know,
All right.
I like it.
This one is
Sound
not
like
a
Will
subtitle.
Arnett right there.
You did. Yeah, wow.
Hello, Michael.
All right, here we go. Number 4.
Yeah.
Spindle tip. The deuce is a good.
The deuce is a good.
Duplicate. Duchess.
It Takes Two.
Nukem leader.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, dude, Jinx.
Jinx.
I think Kenny got that one.
Yeah, I said
No, I said Jinx. No, I get it.
Amazing.
Oh, there was also another one that I didn't even include called Graviot Peace Points. I don't know why that
Wait, which Duke Nukem was it?
Duke Nukem.
Do you say 3D?
I said Duke,
said
Nukem,
Duke Nukem.
and then I waited and I said 3D.
All right, here we go. This is a PC game. I think it was on other things too, but I think it first came out on PC. LED jobs. Take a great letter. Hypnotize. Mail call.
Paperboy?
Papers, please.
Postal office.
Postal.
That is correct, Kenny.
Oh,
Postal.
Amazing.
Did you ever play Postal?
I did.
Fucking game is
insane.
ridiculous.
I remember playing Postal and the original You Don't Know Jack around the same time.
The original You Don't Know Jack?
Yeah, it was like a game show on PC.
Did you ever have the You Don't Know Jack that was the little handheld device with the keyboard and everything, and you put the little cartridge in it and the little notebook with all the answers and questions in it?
I don't know Jack about that.
Do not know Jack.
Save that for another day sometime. Maybe that'd be...
There you go.
All right. Let me see here. DOS, Mac OS, iOS, Microsoft Windows. I'm assuming it started with DOS.
Wow, okay.
The Powder Wild.
Oregon Trail.
Arrival of Abdomen. Charm. It's a kind fight.
Balloon fight?
These are all crazy.
Fighter in the Shade. Violation of Shadows.
Shadow Warrior?
Shadow Warrior is correct.
Amazing.
I don't know anything about Shadow Warrior.
Warrior in the
Yeah.
Shadow was the last one.
The Duke 3D engine, build engine.
Yeah, it's the same thing with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Number 7. We're on it now. We're all in it. Circle in the Desert.
Wait, what system?
Let's go with Sega.
Okay.
Yep, Sega.
Yeah,
Yep.
Genesis.
Master System.
I think it just says Sega.
It just
Circle in the Desert. The Power of Energy. Ranching Shing.
Monster Rancher.
Illuminate the Strength.
I'm just gonna say Golden Axe. I'm gonna just start shouting.
Bright Power.
Oh my God, what is that game called?
A Sparkly
Oh,
Force.
Shiny Force.
That is
Shiny
correct.
Force.
Shining
I was
Force.
circling that. Yeah, I was
Pulled
like,
it out.
oh man.
The last one I had was Shiny Force.
Yeah, because Shiny Force was pretty much like what was Secret of Mana almost. It was like the same
Yeah,
kind of
it
concept.
had a little bit of that going on
it's
for
the
sure,
same
yeah.
kind of thing.
Number 8. Life Election.
Sorry, what console?
NES.
Okay.
Practical Wizard.
Practical Wizard. Gauntlet.
Employees Breakdown.
Monopoly.
Staff is Cyclone.
SimCity.
Damaged Group. A Team of Destruction.
Contra.
Rampage.
Team Fortress.
The Destroying Crew.
You said
Wrecking Crew.
Nintendo.
Wrecking Crew is
Wrecking
correct.
Crew.
Well done,
Okay.
Will.
Amazing.
What is Wrecking Crew?
It's a game for Nintendo.
Wow.
I knew that.
I think this one's Nintendo as well. The Beef Function House.
Burger Time.
Interesting house with hard skin.
McDonald's.
Crispy House.
Maniac Mansion.
House of Crunchy Fun.
Captain Crunch's.
Funny Crust.
Krusty's Funhouse.
Krusty's Fun House is
Yeah.
correct.
Amazing.
Funny Crust.
Funny Crust.
Was
Last
that
one was,
on NES as well?
I think so, yeah.
There was a Super Nintendo.
last one on that one was Crusty Playhouse. All right, number 10. Number 10. I got about a half dozen left. Pavilion. President Foreigner. Shield Manager. Chief Older. The Wing's Wing.
Pilot Wings.
The Bloody Commander.
Command and Conquer.
Command and Conquer.
No.
Jinx.
The Wing's Wing.
Red
The Bloody
Alert.
Commander.
Wing Commander.
Oh, Wing Commander.
Kenny got it with Wing Commander.
I'm getting into this. I'm sweating.
This is good
I know we can't say it or whatever, but
What's the score update right now?
Score right now, we got Ryan at 2, Will at 3, and Kenny at 4.
So there's no winning. All
neck and neck.
Let's go.
There's enough for you to win, so if you
I
give up,
got
I'm going to leap over this table and
nothing.
tackle you. Number 11.
Console.
My life knee. So successed. Spirit collar.
Spirit Fair.
The size of heart.
The
Spirit liberal.
Spirit Tracks.
John Caliber.
Junk. Oh, Soul
Oh, Soul
Calibur.
Calibur.
Right, got him.
Jinx.
Soul Calibur. Oh,
Jinx.
Amazing.
Jinx. He's on delay.
I gotta wonder what the delay is like here. I'm a little concerned.
Well, yeah, he may have jinxed me on that.
All right, paper, scissors, rock.
Rock. Nothing beats rock. Good old rock. Nothing beats rock.
Oh boy. Okay,
Put an asterisk next to that.
I'm putting
point.
an asterisk there,
We'll
yeah.
revisit it at the
Exactly.
end if there needs to be a tiebreaker.
that'll work.
I have no idea.
This is a subtitle. Early morning loss. The brother of sadness. The arrival of pain. A morning of mourning.
Dead by
Sadness's dawn.
Dawn of the
The stream of sorry.
oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that the last one?
Yeah.
What console was this one?
I'm looking that up right now.
Sorrow.
Sorrow.
Harvester of
It
Sorrow.
was on Nintendo DS.
Oh, that's definitely not gonna help.
A game in a series. I'll give you the series here in a second. Castlevania.
Oh, Dawn of Sorrow?
That is correct.
Son of a bitch, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Amazing.
This may matter. Number 13. Here we go. This is a regular title.
Regular Nintendo, you
This
mean?
is NES.
Yeah, okay.
Nah.
Gentlemen. Decoy Tree.
Mega Man?
The Bladder Ruler. Lord of
Kirby.
Bluster.
Wait, oh no. Mega Man 2?
Blazaster. Lord Blaster.
Master Blaster.
Master Blaster.
Oh,
is
good, yeah.
Or Blaster
Amazing.
Master. But you got it.
Master Blaster.
Well done.
Is it Blaster Master or Master
No,
Blaster?
it's Master Blaster.
Okay.
You're
Master
right.
Blaster.
You're right.
Which one is it?
It's Master Blaster.
Is it?
I think it's
so.
Blaster Mouse.
I think it's
baby.
Blaster Master.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've been calling it Master Blaster this whole time.
Why did somebody tell me? Yeah, it's Blaster
Close
Master.
enough,
I'm
close
not
enough.
crazy. You got this. Good job, Kenny. Number 14.
It's like when your mom goes to buy you like
Wait, I thought you said, did you
I
say
got you the
Blaster
Master
Master? Did you say Blaster Master or Master
don't
Blaster?
even remember.
Yeah, it's okay. Either way, I think that's right.
Got a couple more left.
Yep.
Myths of Expansion.
Myth.
The tags in the pastes.
What?
Tales of Spinal Cords.
It's
Blojo Stories.
Lojo Stories.
Final Fantasy.
Ducking Spokes.
DuckTales. Jinx.
Oh, you son of a
Ryan
bitch.
with the jinx.
Amazing.
Blowjo stories.
Blojo
What
Stories.
language that
You
was?
The last one was Cacktails.
You remember Blojo from DuckTales? I don't know.
Moon theme.
Story.
The bop.
Moon theme, man. We definitely talk about the moon theme.
Yeah, we
We
do.
fairly often
also
on this
pretty
show.
much as a joke, running joke, we have a DuckTales question in almost every single episode.
We did a
really?
game where we did YouTube cover versions that people played, and there's a guy on YouTube who does a ska version of
God,
the
yeah,
Moon
that
theme.
was so
It's
good.
So cool.
Oh, he was really good. Here's the last one.
Cartoon Network. Shout out.
Oh,
Here's the last one.
yeah.
Black Breakistan.
Black Brickens.
Black Tips. Sorry, pure persecutors. Stakers. Dark Baller.
Dark Black
Black Throne.
Dark Stickers.
Dark Souls. Dark Demon Souls.
Stakers.
State. Oh wait, are we
Dark
done?
Stickers.
Black Steak.
Dark Stickers.
Steak Black.
What? Wait, what? Yeah, you're looking up now.
I'm looking at it
I'm
up
not
now.
going to ask you.
No. The first one was an arcade and Dreamcast and Nintendo Switch. Capcom game.
Oh,
Black Steak.
Oh, Darkstalkers.
Dark
Jinx.
Stalkers.
yeah.
It's correct.
Man, yeah, that's a
He
good
figured out
one.
how to play the game, and he immediately said Jinx.
That's not a bad strategy. They just jump right into it with the jinx every time. Oh man, boy, this was a very cutthroat game.
Yeah.
With the asterisk, I mean, Will and Ryan were neck and neck right up till the very end, but Kenny pulled it out with
yeah.
the
Really?
top points in
Oh,
this
I know
game.
Kenny got it.
Well done, Ken. I mean, just barely too, by
I
like
think
1
it's by
point.
1 point.
Yep, by 1 point. Wow, that was dead heat.
Yeah.
Well
That's a
done,
good one when you
gentlemen.
figure it out.
Yeah. We got a couple of games like that, and especially like just watching the brain burning at the table is
Well, that's-
some of the funniest shit.
Yeah, that one I really like. I like the idea of like if if we ever have more people, like a team version of that, because like bouncing off the ideas like of people, like it's just more fun to discuss it like out loud. Like, wait,
we usually don't do shout out stuff with a remote guest because in case of a possible delay, but it's too fun to not do sometimes.
It's too fun to
I'm not quite sure
We
how
can't
bad
sacrifice
that delay
all of our
is.
shouted out games just for the guests.
Yeah, I'm not sure how bad the delays are.
This Montreal Ethernet. Yes. That's
Oh
so
yeah.
great.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're going to do one more segment that's just like a kind of discussion, talk about, our favorite games type thing if you want to hang out. Otherwise,
Yeah,
that's
let's do it.
totally up to you. Rock and roll. Let's do it then.
All right, now is the time on the Leetist when we go around the table and talk about one thing from the week that we're psyched about, be it a game, a movie, a TV show, a book, a hobby, an activity, a dream, a wet dream, whatever you want to talk about on this segment called Flavor of the Week. Flavor of the Week. Hey, I think you guys have
Do we
something to
share a
talk
flavor
about.
of the week, Ryan?
Yeah, I think Tim and I are sharing a cone together.
If you've listened to this show before, you know, and I've said it before, and I will continue to say it in the future, that I run and admin a social gaming community in Nashville called Gong Nashville. Get out and game. Yesterday, Saturday, October 22nd, was the 250th Gong event.
Yeah.
So we had what we normally do is we got to bars and pubs and we play board games together and, drink some beers or whatever and just hang out and make friends. And yesterday I wanted to fit as many games as possible into the occasion. So we started at 9 a.m. and played outdoor games like Coob, which was a totally new smash hit outdoor game.
Actually, well, I got you because I didn't get a chance to play it. So explain Coog for those
Coob
who
is basically just
Coob.
like blocks of wood on the ground and you're trying to throw sticks at them. And it's a team game. That's literally it.
Sounds
It
like
is
a
so
caveman
stu-
game.
it's
It's like
so
a
stupid.
caveman game. Yeah,
It's so stupid and simple, but amazingly fun. And I didn't realize like how much it would win over the crowd, like the mixed age crowd that I had, at this thing. People loved it. And my co-admin JK, who's been on the show before, while we were playing the second round of it, ordered his own set. Like that's how much people enjoy
Dwayne
playing.
ordered a set too.
Yeah, like
everyone
people,
ordered a set. I was
You
like,
literally
the hell is
they literally
happening?
just bought a bunch of blocks of wood. It's amazing. And it's a super fun game. And then we played a round of kickball. We did 6 innings of kickball with like 2 teams, which was great. I reserved a park for that. Then after that, we went to lunch at a local bar in Nashville and played trivia games, which Kenny apparently fucking destroyed, just playing trivia games because Kenny was at that part. And then we all went, the 3 of us all ended up at another cider place in town called Disc and Cider, where we played board games for 4 hours. And then at 6 o'clock or so, we all rolled out to Game Terminal. It's a barcade in town, and did arcade games, outdoor games, the beanbag to cornhole.
Yeah, did some cornhole, shuffleboard,
Shuffleboard,
all
Jenga,
jazzy
the outdoor
that you get,
stuff,
the
and
outdoor
just
stuff.
all hung out. I wrote poems to commemorate each event, and like was screaming these out in the middle of all the venues that we were at because that's the kind of dude I am. Forcing even strangers to listen to every goddamn
There's a
word I had to
weirdo
say.
wearing a Star Trek outfit for some reason.
Who hung out with us and played
who
Jenga?
hung out with us.
It was a pretty dope day all around. So I'm really proud of my group. I'm happy over all my friends that came out, and we had a blast. We literally partied from 8:30 a.m. until 10 at night.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's, I'm not even going to follow up on that. That's legit. That fucking made the week.
Nice.
The week.
So dope.
It was so good.
Cool. Will, is there something you've been doing this week? A game, a movie, anything you want to shout out?
I'm not too big on board games, but I remember when I was younger, I had Hero Quest, and me and my brother used to play the shit out of Hero
I'm
Quest.
looking at my copy of Hero Quest on the shelf that Ryan gave to me right now.
My brother got me they just remade it. So my brother
Yeah.
got me the remade version of Hero Quest.
Well, I want to get the remade version of HeroQuest. It's like $200 or something. I couldn't believe how expensive it was.
And it got played once because the game does not hold up too well.
I'm not going to act like my HeroQuest figurines are still in that box. They're upstairs in my D&D stuff because they make way better D&D minis.
Usually,
Oh yeah, the dice with the skull on it. That's like so cool.
Hell yeah.
yeah, it's dope.
But for me this week, I've you know what? I hate to say it. So going back earlier, I was saying I like those quick pick up and play games, but I've been really into Mindustry.
Yeah.
Holy shit, this game has me by the balls. It's like one of these like Minecraft logic sort of puzzle games, but it's like RTS. But there's like multiple RTS games happening. So you'll be fighting the enemy at one point, and in order to get resources, you have to build these crazy like circuits that you get schematics for online because I'm like too stupid to figure it out, you know? But then another one of my bases gets attacked. So you know how like when you're playing like Command and Conquer or StarCraft, you have that one screen. Well, in this, you have to zonk out of that screen and go to another one while the one that you were just at is still getting attacked. While you can't just select people and throw them on the mineral line, right? You got to build like a factory to do like make silicone out of the sand. It's crazy. It's just so freaking addictive. This has been my thing of the week.
Yeah,
everybody's got to check this game out, and it's free.
Yeah, is it free? Okay, because I've seen it on Steam. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews on there, and it's just like
free.
Nice.
Yeah,
free on itch, right?
Done.
They have a GitHub. It's like an open source project thing.
Nice.
And everybody, you could like submit like music and stuff to it.
Is there like a multiplayer component to it, or is it just single player?
There is. I haven't played the multiplayer yet because I haven't really figured out.
Oh, it's one of those name your own price things, which means it's free.
Yeah.
Well,
but you could, if you're using like Debian Linux or something, like I'm a bit of a nerd, and you could just type in like app install Mindustry and you'll get it.
Nice.
It's free like everywhere. It's like open source.
Dope.
oh,
That's
cool.
awesome.
I mean, this game does look really cool. It looks like the kind of thing that I would get into. I'm a super big Factorio nerd.
Yeah.
And this does not seem terribly far off from that. So yeah.
If you like RTS, like a Command and Conquer or Tower Defense, remember those old Tower Defense games everyone used to play in like 2008 and 9?
You kidding me?
When your first iPhone or whatever? Yeah, it's
Clash
like that,
of
but
Clans.
with Factorio.
Yeah.
It's honestly though, like I know this is kind of like a haha thing to say, but it is dangerously addictive. You'll start playing and just the hours just fade away.
The factory must grow. I mean, I
factory
think
must
that's the.
All right. Well, for me, last week I talked about how I was in kind of like a drought of games that were hooking me and like resorting to Destiny all the time. I'm kind of off Destiny now, and like I said last week, I started playing Chrono Trigger. I'm playing more Chrono Trigger, but now I am like drowning in games that are hooking me. I've got like 3. I've got Chrono Trigger, which I got to shout out real quick because I've been playing some more of it. There's a part where you go into Ozzy's temple, Ozzy's castle.
The first time or second time? Might be a spoiler, but
I don't. Well, no. The thing is that he comes out in this room and he's like, "You will perish to my." And then he drops 2 enemies down. They land on conveyor belts and just roll off the edge.
they're all the edge. Yes.
It really made me laugh.
My God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still playing Chrono Trigger. I'll probably beat it and talk about it more when I beat it.
Did you notice his associates' names in his castle?
What are they?
Flea and Slash.
And
And he's Ozzy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
it
even
took
put
me
that
a while,
together. I'm
too.
an idiot. Okay. I won't talk. Plague Tale's not my flavor, but it's great. It's amazing game. I watched a 30-minute recap of the first game because I never actually finished it, which is good enough. And, and the new one is fantastic. I'm glad to see. I mean, I was surprised to see that it's not an Xbox. For some reason, I thought it was an Xbox game, but it's on everything. It's on PlayStation.
It's on everything.
Yeah. My flavor is something that Ryan told me about, and randomly, all of a sudden, here's a game out of nowhere that is amazing.
Are you doing the retro? What was it called?
It is called The Last Hero of Nostalgaia.
Nostalgaia.
Last hero of what?
It's nostalgia, but it's Nostalgaia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it didn't take much.
Oh, this is like the Souls meets
it didn't take much
like
to
comedy Souls kind of thing.
Yes, a lot of people are saying it's Dark Souls Stanley Parable because it's really self-referential video game. It's like there's an 8-bit world around you, kind of, but then when you light the bonfire, it turns into like AAA graphics. This shit's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
apparently that's supposed to be cool as fuck. Like when you were watching that, like where it goes like 8-bit to like this 3D rendering, and you see it in real time, right? Like it's like
and your character is just a stick figure. So when you put armor on, it looks like a Dark Souls guy in armor, but if you take your armor off, you're literally just white.
You're just a stick figure.
But it's really funny. It's got a bunch of video game references in it, and they've nailed something in this game that Dark Souls clones do not do very well usually with. I think I guess it's hard to put my finger on what it is, but it must be the world design, the shortcut design, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And the combat and the animations, they blatantly just ripped off from Dark Souls 1, and did it well.
Okay.
So, and it's a fantastic game, and I'm going to play more of it tonight because I'm way hooked on it. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Last
Yeah.
hero of
The
nostalgia.
demo is free on Steam, it looks like, so maybe I'll have to try
Oh
this
yeah,
son of a
I
bitch
didn't
out.
realize there was a demo. I saw it. Like I literally saw that game come up on my Steam, and I was like, "All right, Kenny, I gotta tell you about this game because this is so your game." Like,
I was shocked at how good it is, honestly.
Well, I'm excited to tell you that it's only got 125 reviews on Steam, so if you can think of something really funny to say about it, you could get some pretty major internet points.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
There
you
go.
know, that's kind of an important thing to think about when it comes up. Man,
There's about Chrono Trigger. There's a cover of Corridors of Time by like a small orchestra. I'll send you the YouTube. I don't know if you want to throw things in your show notes or whatever. But
no,
it's
please.
Like it's killer. It's super good. It's by Moonbow Music Movie. That's the name of the YouTube channel. If you just type in Corridors of Time Japanese cover, it's so good. It's like it melts in your mouth. You know, it's just great.
I already
It's a
fucking
great
love that
cover.
song. Like, I don't even need a cover in order to get lost in that one. But the fact that you're saying it's that good, yeah, okay, I'm all over it. Quarters of time. You've been to 10,000 BC in it and gone to like the floating island kind of thing.
And I do have a certain scary boss man in my party now, by the way. So.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Did you read about how to recruit him kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I was wondering because I wonder how many people played through that game and like chose to fight him instead of recruit him kind of thing.
No, I learned early on that every time it says, "Do you want to fight now?" I say no.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea. A good default. You know?
My first experience with Chrono Trigger, game totally still holds up.
Which is super dope. Okay, hold on. I'm going to go on a tangent here for a second. I mean, he's in your party kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who else is in your party?
Frog, the robot, Luca, Marl.
So everybody?
Everybody, yeah.
No. Like, who do you actively play with
actively
right now?
play. Right now, I'm actively playing Chrono, Magus, and Marl just to level up Magus.
Okay.
But usually it's Chrono, Frog, and Marl.
Oh, okay. Rock and
Just
roll.
remember, it's a Japanese RPG.
I would love.
So he's going to turn on me again, basically.
I'm excited to keep on hearing what you have to say about this game as you keep on playing it.
Well,
No,
apparently
that's all
I'm
saying.
playing the DLC area, which is added later that you didn't know anything about.
Apparently not. I own it on Steam, though, so it's probably on that version.
Yeah.
But that's the one I installed to get Kathy to play it. And she did a little, I think she got through the trial, which I thought was pretty cool that she got all the way through the trial. But then she kind of stopped playing. But I own the copy.
DLC?
Yeah, apparently, like with the stuff that came out after it, whenever they re-released it for systems after SNES, there's like 2 or 3 different optional.
It's a big area, lots of quests.
Yeah, like
It's called
questing
the
areas.
Lost Sanctum. And I just got some Nova armor from a quest in there, which prevents all status ailments. Pretty nice, pretty OP.
It's pretty dope.
That's nifty.
There's a lot of backtracking in that area, though. It's like you go up this mountain and all this shit, go back down the mountain, go out, go switch time periods, go back up the mountain, back down the mountain, switch time period, and do all this shit. So it's a little bit annoying.
Fair.
But I should probably go back to the main path. I'll finish. I'm definitely going to finish the game, though.
Oh,
It's
please.
great.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to hear about it.
We have reached the end of the show. Thank you so much, Will, for joining us today. We had a blast playing games with you. I think Tim has something to mention about Gamers Week podcast.
I do, and Will can actually help out you guys maybe with this one. I think this might be a good thing. So, Will, every week we have Gamers Week podcast. They read out a trivia question as a kind of like a little ad for us. Yeah. And so I write some trivia questions every week for them to read. And here's one that I wrote for them for this week. You'll find my quite apropos.
Let's hear it.
With the latest announcement from the Silent Hill franchise, let's go back in time a bit. The first Silent Hill used quite a few references from other tangentially related media. Harry Mason's daughter, Cheryl, for example, was named after a real-life Cheryl, an actress who played a significant role in a 90s TV show. Name that show.
Cheryl.
A real life Cheryl?
A real-life Cheryl.
And the Cheryl was the name of the actress?
Yes.
Cheryl. All I can think of is Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
What if I told you that actor's character's name was Laura Palmer?
Oh, that's Twin Peaks.
That is
yeah,
Twin
wow.
Peaks. Well done.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's like a weird little thing they threw in there, but apparently, like Silent Hill is packed with those, like all kinds of just like micro
Silent
references.
Hill was like ripped straight from Twin Peaks.
Yeah,
kind of
No,
like.
but there's like a ton. Like if you look it
Yeah,
up, like there's
mythology.
articles where they're like, here's the 50 different things that Silent Hill referenced from
Yeah.
like from popular media.
Yeah.
Or something
Twin
like
Peaks
Did
was
you ever see? Oh, sorry. Did
No,
you
go
ever see
ahead.
David Lynch's YouTube channel?
that. David Lynch had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he has a thing. It's like number of the day. And he's been doing it since like the beginning of the pandemic. And he has, I'm serious. He has like 9 ping pong balls with a number on it and a huge like empty pickle jar. And every morning he's like, and today is the number of the day, blah, blah, blah. And he just reaches, and they're like these like, and then the second video, it's 2 videos every day. It's the weather in California or wherever he is. It's worth checking out.
What the fuck? I'm going to play one right now and see if we end up losing the ability to monetize this episode.
Oh, can I say one thing before we wrap up?
Sure.
Yeah, I just want to big thanks to Zach. Huge thanks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A fellow Patreon. Thanks for setting this up, Zach. A good guy. And thank you so much for having me on. It was really fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, we love Zach, man. Like, I've been talking to Zach a lot. He's a super cool guy. I'm glad he got us in touch and everything. And he's one of our patrons, too. And he's a super cool dude. And he does media outreach for you and everything. Oh, we should give a shout out to Zach and all the fucking hard work he does.
He's helping with he's not we don't have a Patreon yet. Maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. But yeah, he helps with the Frenchpet stuff. He does all the media, the social media and stuff like that. And he also, a plug for another one of his shows he's part of, Retro Game Club. So he does a lot of media for them too and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, no, totally worth shouting
I
out.
bounce ideas off him and stuff like that. And is this too crazy? Is this okay? And blah, blah, blah. So yeah. Cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I really like Zach a lot, so I really appreciate everything he's done, and yeah, definitely getting us in touch. Here is David Lynch's video
Lynch,
from
take us
yesterday.
out.
Yeah,
from yesterday? Okay.
yeah.
Let's hear
Here
it.
we go for today's number. It's October 22, 2022. 10 balls. Each ball has a number.
Yeah.
Numbers 1 through 10.
Oh, cool.
Let's all guess.
Swirl
Let's all guess. 7.
numbers.
I like 4.
9.
7. 5.
4.
Come on.
Pick a number.
5.
9.
Today's number is 9.
Well done. Oh my god. And it says on the screen, what will tomorrow's number be?
We have to incorporate that in the show somehow.
We're going to figure
When
that
we
out.
need a random number for something, that is perfect. Perfect.
David Lynch, what are you
Thank
doing?
you for that, Will. That was amazing.
Thanks again, Will, man. You are awesome.
As we're at the end of the show, Will, anything you want to shout out your stuff? One more last time.
Oh, well, just thank you for having me. Like I said, a shout out to Zach. Thank you so much for everything that you're doing for these communities, and great games. That was really fun. That was really fun.
Glad you enjoyed it, man.
Superworld64.com. You can check out, we got TikTok, we got podcasts, we got weird music, we got all sorts of stuff. Superwill64.com.
Nice. Superworld64.com. Next week on the latest, we'll be playing more games about games. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Tim. Thank you, listeners and patrons out there. Check out the latest Patreon. Check out the Leetist.com for the jumping off point for everything. We'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess my number.
69, dude.
69.